little bit. What's going on, everybody? Yeah, no, I still sound a little bit different in my mic, but if they can hear me, I'm all good. So we're wrapping up practice right now, about 30 seconds to go. We'll be kicking off game one. So today's format, everybody, is going to be a big sport format. We've got a 6-game tournament today, so a little bit of a marathon. Hope these kids are ready for it. Definitely going to be a good, long tournament. 6 games. Give you a good chance to take a look at it. Might start strong, it might run into some hiccups, or you might start off a little bit off until you find your groove around game 3 and 4. Turn it up. Hey, Williams finishing up with a nice shot on the last practice shot. So good turnout today, too. So good opportunity right now to say thank you to Kathy McCluskey. She runs the bowling center. She's the general manager down here at Santa Fe Lanes. Kathy does a lot for our youth bowlers, running league, running tournaments, all types of things, and then stepping in and helping out LVYBT, giving us a lot of lane time to get these kids out here bowling our LVYBT tournaments. So thank you, Kathy McCluskey.
Hey, speaking of, well, Kathy being all she does, she was able to finally get stations to give us new lanes.
Yeah.
Brand new lane beds, brand new Brunswick's I can't remember what they were, GST X2s or something like that. So brand new pin setters, brand new pin deck, brand new everything.
Yep.
So this is the first time the kids get to bowl a tournament on here, and with the new kegel machine that we've acquired also, pattern should play like it should on paper, like, you know.
Yeah, pretty darn close. I would definitely say.
Topography's way different.
Yeah, no, we had league yesterday down on the high end, and they're not quite finished with that. They should be finishing up with the whole center sometime in May. But yeah, no, I was talking to Phil about that. The topography from the old worn-out lanes down here on the new lanes is going to play completely different from what they saw in league yesterday.
Yep, absolutely.
So that's actually going to be really interesting. So in case you didn't catch it, we are rolling on 37 foot today. We've got 26.4 mils of oil total. Reverse oil at 10.75 mils. And it's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting. With that Kegel machine, it creates a little bit of a buffer down there with no oil on boards 1 and 2. So I had a chance to go down and kind of look at lane 1 and 2, and it's laid out. They did a good job. So thanks to the mechanics, they did a good job laying these patterns out for us. I think it's going to be a very fair playing field out here today on these new lanes. Most of these kids have bowled on these, either practice, coming during the week or whatnot. But
yeah,
this is like Roman said, this is our first tournament down here. And what's really nice about this is the very first Las Vegas Youth Bowlers Tour that we ever bowled in was down on the low side. So kind of excited to see him bowl down here.
So I think we're at the halfway point of actually replacing. I think we're on 36, 37.
Yeah, no, they've jumped,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, halfway done. Been about a month, so I mean, it's gonna be nice.
Yeah, it is really nice. Like I said, new approaches, new lanes, all new gutters, pin setters. Really did a good job. Team down here has been doing a good job about keeping the lanes open that are available and keeping the place clean.
Yes, we've got. Let's focus on some bowlers now. We got Sarah over here on 9.
Yeah, Sarah Merrick just threw her shot on the 9. She is a B bowler.
CCSD 3A state champion.
Yeah, first.
State
yeah,
champion.
top.
From Mojave High School.
Yeah, she did really well. She led the field by quite a bit.
Yeah. So we got Kiko over there, getting ready to roll on. He's on 9 now. He just shot his first 300 in practice the other day here at Santa Fe. I think he was on lane 12.
Who was that?
Keikoa, touchdown.
Oh.
He's over there on lane 12 right now. Get ready to throw.
Right
he
on.
just shot his first 300 in practice, so Next one's coming.
Yep.
Matthew Davis. I don't know much about him. We got a 10 pin over here. Let's look at what kids are throwing. A lot of people got some new equipment. A lot of new equipment. Seen Sarah throwing a DNA. Let's see.
Definitely seeing some urethane going down the lane down on the low side.
Especially,
Some of our high rev rate two-handers.
Lily Howell. Shot Lily.
Jacob Pleasant right here on lane 11. See if he gave himself a chance. Oh. It's a tough split.
Hold on, let's see the interesting gun. Let's see. Let's switch and look at the youngsters. Let's look at the little guys, the junior division.
Yes. So for those of you not familiar, we've got the 3 divisions out today. Roman's tuning in on the junior division. This is basically like a U13 and under division.
Beginners.
Beginners, exactly. We didn't want to just isolate it to U12 and under because we've got some 13-year-olds that are just getting into bowling. So, you know, depending on their experience level, we wanted to be able to allow them to get in there and bowl that league. So it's like a 13 and under division. We've got kids over there ranging anywhere from, I believe, like
7 or 8.
7. Was it all the way down 7? Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, I knew we had some 8-year-olds over there. So
what we did today too was we moved the camera to the right side so we can try and get a better view. It seems like the juniors are always out of the camera; they're never in the video except for the finals. So we gave them a pair. Actually, we put 3 pair for the juniors. That way, they're in the middle of everybody. They're going to switch pairs with their own 3 lanes though.
okay,
So 15 through 20.
perfect.
That'll be their pairs. They're going to switch lanes after every game, but you know they never get no screen time. So we want to make sure that their families get to see them too.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. And that's good that they're getting to switch pairs like that. That's going to prepare them for as they get older and bigger with what they're going to see on a regular tournament scene.
So, all right. Well, I got a guest host for you. I don't know where he went. Let me find him. Just shoot him a text.
So what pair we're on? Okay, we got Eddie going right now, shooting his spare on lane 14.
Got Ivan and his sister bowling on.
Yeah.
16?
And you know what? Let's not forget about Lily Houle. She was one of the top Nevada State
Lily
bowlers.
was 5A state champion.
Yeah.
Well deserved. She's doing really good. She's got her game's crazy good right now.
Yeah, she's been down here practicing a lot, so that's like to see that.
I believe Caleb up here on 14 right there in the pink shirt.
Yep.
I think he was 3A state champion for boys.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of bowling. I've been talking to his parents. They've been doing a little bit of traveling. They did.
Seattle.
Yeah, no, they did JBT in California, then up to Seattle. So
Yep.
get some travel, and that's good, man. That's what these kids need. That it really it's good to get out of your comfort zone, your comfort bowling centers.
You know, it's good though. It's like, so, you know, we got these kids and we say, oh, Sarah was 3A champion, Lily was 5A champion, Caleb was 3A. That's just a school thing. That's a school designator. It doesn't mean that Lily's better than Sarah because she's 5A. She just goes to a bigger school.
Yeah.
You know. So, you know, when the MVP tournament comes up in 2 weeks, I believe, then that's when all these kids will bowl, and it'll be like, okay, 3A is just a school number.
Yeah.
You know.
Just depends on where you live and what school you go to.
Nothing to do with the talent of these kids.
Yeah, just depends on where you live and what school you go to.
So yeah, I mean, 3A state champion, 5A state champion, equal playing field. They're both, you know, they're all talented kids. So.
Yeah, what's great is we got 2 high school Nevada state champions here. Santa Fe League. Santa Fe.
There was more than that.
Yeah, there was. There was a bunch of kids that are part. I know we had some top bowlers. Got to give shout out. I think Palo Verde was the boys team championship. I know a lot of their team.
Kids.
Yeah, a lot of them. Ryland Breeze. They bowl over at
Yeah.
Suncoast. Good group of kids.
And we were riling up in Orlando for SYC. Actually, Brandon got to hang out with Ben and Sebastian over there while we were there.
Oh, that's great. I haven't
So
seen
shout
them.
out Ben.
Yeah, shout out Ben
We went
Huffman.
and did that Tiger Woods pop golf thing.
Yeah,
We went and did that. Had dinner. Just hang out a little bit.
that's cool.
But it's good to see you.
Yeah, I would have been really interested on making that SYC, but we had a family vacation tuned up.
Yeah, I definitely would have gone to Turks and Caicos over.
Yeah, we weren't passing up on that. It was my parents' 50th anniversary, so
Nice.
shout out to my parents,
Happy anniversary.
Don and
Yeah,
Karen.
we're 25 in a week and a half.
Oh, really?
Holy cow.
Wow, congratulations.
Now how she split up with me. But, yeah, so that was the most expensive SYC I've ever attended.
Did you guys make Disney World?
We did 5 days in Disney World, or 4 days in Disney World, or something like that.
That'll do it to you.
Yeah, that was by far the most expensive SYC we've ever been on.
Yeah, we Blair, Leanne, if you can hear me, I promise you we're gonna try to get back out there. Zeke's been dying to go bowl in SYC. He's been missing them. Well, the last one we did was up in Reno, which is a close one for us, which was really nice. But yeah,
Kentucky
we've
sold
just
out quick.
Yeah,
Kentucky was like trying to get in like I don't know. These last few haven't been too bad, but Kentucky was instant.
Kentucky sells out quick every year. Same
All the
thing
parents
last
wanna
year.
Go on some kind of a bourbon trail.
Yeah, exactly. That's the adult version of Disney World.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but that center that they bowl at down there for the Kentucky SYC, I've never been there, but I've looked at it a lot online, and it looks like a really nice center. I've heard a lot of really good things about it. Wow, I just saw Optimum Idol just completely turn at about, man, I want to say 45 foot, and that thing just...
It's a pretty nasty ball. It's impressive.
Yeah, we ran into Chris Lalos, an alumni of the Las Vegas Youth Bowlers Tour, on Thursday down here practicing. He says he loves that ball. He says that ball's been so good to him that he, it's like his new face too, is what he called
I
it.
think I said to me, I keep telling people that Simo Storm had to remake that ball for Simo.
Yeah.
The other ball can go a year old, or on tour.
Yeah.
So they had to remake that for Simo because I didn't feel that all the time. Oh, Masters is up on there. Did you watch the Masters? D-Ron Booker was amazing.
Yeah.
It was nice. It's refreshing to see some not the same faces every day. Yeah, Belmo's in it, but it's not the same guys that you see on TV all the time.
Yeah, what I got to watch, what was really interesting, what really stuck with me is I watched the last qualifier. So D-Ron and the second place, Dombrowski, were already locked in at 1 and 2 seed. And then they were playing, it was E.J. Tackett, Belmo, Sam Cooley, and Richie Teese.
Yeah.
They were playing 4 bowlers, bowling for 3 spots. Tackett just was a little bit off. He started to make a little bit of a comeback, but just wasn't able to hold on, and they took advantage of it. He had a really tough game 1. But yeah, watch out for Belmo. I know everybody will say that, but he started to come on strong at the end of that, qualified, got into that 3rd spot. And with his experience, man, he's going to be dangerous.
Yeah.
That 3 spot's interesting, too, because you get to bowl a little bit. The wait time isn't so long. I mean, of course, that 1 seat's great. You only got to win 1 match. But, man.
But he's got to lose twice, too, now.
Oh, is that how they're doing it?
It's a true double elim, so.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Yeah, so.
I think that's how it should be for any step ladder for the 1 seed.
Absolutely.
I 100% agree with that.
So, yeah, throughout this tournament, though, obviously, we're cheering for the locals. I'm looking at Chase. Chase Nadu's amazing.
Yeah.
Anytime he bowls in something, he's always in the running for, he's always there.
Yeah.
And that family, his dad, sister, mom, the whole family's ridiculous bowlers. They're great bowlers. Do a lot for the community. Dad's a Hall of Famer. But Chase is it's real impressive watching Chase bowl, and he's just so good. Who else was there locally that we were looking at?
I think Ryland Breeze bowled it.
Ryland Breeze, yeah, he struggled quite a bit.
Yeah, I didn't see his scores. I didn't.
We had a few locals. I'm trying to think. Had a couple. Well, Dom was signed up for it, so I convinced Dom, like, hey man, let's go try and bowl a couple regionals instead of doing the Masters.
Yeah.
It's when you come home for summer break, which is in like 3 weeks. I was like, let's do some regionals.
Yeah.
Maybe Hawaii will pop up on a regional. We'll go rather than do this.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping he would buy off on that for the U22 Masters, but no luck. So. Hold on. Let me give it up, Dom. Let me get your guest host up here.
So yeah, checking back in on these kids. These kids are starting to wrap up game one. Most of the bowlers are just finishing up the 7th or 8th frame. Keep an eye. We got Matthew over there. Just took his, what shot was that? That was his, picked up his spare on his 7th frame. I've got Jacob Pleasant up on lane 11. Having a bit of a rough game here. He's coming off of a split. All right, makeable player he left there. Caleb Osado, I missed the shot, but looks like he's coming off of a strike right there.
Who are we looking at?
Let's get the camera right over here on Eddie's pair, 13 and 14. We got Eddie over there, Caleb Osado.
Let's see.
Oh, we gotta get a fix right there.
What happened?
We gotta get a, hey Eddie. Yeah, we gotta get a fix. We had a ball go into the gut. I don't know if you had the camera on it yet, but the ball go into the gutter, bounce out, and
What was that? Eddie keeps missing right.
Eddie, one of our left-handers.
He'll be bowling MVP. Who was chosen for Gorman, him and Bryson Mead.
Awesome.
So that'll be the 2 Gorman representatives. I know that. Devin might bowl there next year. Who knows?
There you go. Nice spare.
Let's see who we got over here. We got little guys. Let's see.
So yeah, we've got the PBA Masters in town down at Suncoast. Awesome event. I know my son, we were down there, we went down there to bowl and practice a little bit last Sunday, and Zeke got a picture with Kyle Troop and Jesper. It was
Nice.
It was pretty cool. Nice shot, Caleb. Caleb's got a decent game going on. Chances to go 246 for Caleb.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. He's got 3 in a row right now, and he's clean through 9. Sitting at 186 going into the 10th.
Oh, yeah.
Eddie, our A bowler on 13. He's going into his 10th off of a spare with a 180. Yeah, it needs a little bit, coming in a little light with that. I'd like to see that ball
Just
kind of,
get his angles a little straighter.
yeah, I'd like to see that ball get into more of a roll.
Yeah, he was at BTC yesterday. They struggled. Sunset's always a struggle. Sunset house shot. That's how bad Sunset house shot is. When you go to a tournament that normally puts out a pattern of some kind, whether it be easy or hard, they're like, oh, we're going to Sunset. We'll just use a house shot.
Yeah.
That's I won't bowl. I didn't bowl that just because I said I knew. Ooh. Just chasing through a ditch on that one.
Yeah, it's a. We like going over there. We have fun. It's definitely the shot plays a little bit different. It's always an early morning for us because it's a little bit of a drive
Yeah.
for where we come from.
Ivan up there on lane.
All right, Eddie getting up on his 3rd shot in the 10.
Still missing right.
Gonna go 208 for Eddie.
Move left. Let's see what Caleb finishes with over here.
Yeah, this is gonna be he's got a chance to turn a good game into a great game, you know. Anytime you can pop off over 240, get up there towards 250.
How'd Zeke do in league yesterday?
He went -2 for -2.
Did he?
Yeah, he
Thought he was
striking. He was striking just fine. He had no problem rolling it, but he was definitely off on his spare game.
Oh, we got lucky on that one.
Yeah, a little. Yeah, he left some pins out there. We had a long talk yesterday about it. We were messing around in the hallway. We set some tape up in the hallway, just kind of looking at some of his footwork. He's growing a lot right now,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
really got to keep an eye on his footwork and his swing and his timing.
Yeah, Caleb stepped up his game quite a bit. I think he played quarterback football for Mojave. Played football. I think he's pretty much done with football. He's just gonna bowl.
He's gonna bowl.
Phil, get out of the way. So I don't know what's the kid's name that's bowling on 13. Do you know?
I gotta catch it. I'm not sure.
So on this pattern, he started out with the optimum idle. I don't know if I'd have went that route.
Yeah, no.
Maybe later on, as the year thing pushes, the carry down, and then just maybe switch the idle ball up later. But I don't know what he has surface-wise.
Yeah.
Score-wise, yeah, I think he's in the wrong ball.
Yeah, no, I would definitely agree. On something short like this, I mean, you could just watch a PBA short event, and you can kind of get an idea. Even what the pros are starting out with, they're starting out with their weaker equipment, their urethane equipment.
I would have waited to ball up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Throwing that optimum idle. Game 3 or 4.
Yeah, it's a 6-game tournament today, so yeah, I could see that coming into play like later on in the match, definitely.
Looks like all the littles are done. We've got one game going. That's over there. That's Sarah, Lily, Keikoa.
Oh, they got Richie Teese's wife on TV. That's awesome. Yeah, you had 4 Storm team members make the match play at the Masters.
Oh, yeah.
And then Sam Cooley, the one motive bowler to make the Masters. Just goes to show you what Storm's doing, what Storm's putting into the bowling community, man. Their investment into the bowling community as a whole is huge. So it's paying off. I really like to see that. They do a lot for our youth, and can't thank them enough, man.
Devin popped off at 250 over there.
Holy smokes.
All right, man. I'm going to let Don come up here for a little bit.
Right on.
What's up, Kev?
Hey, Dom, how you doing, man?
Right now, so. What happened? Okay.
What's up, everybody? We got Dominic Montoya, alumni of the Las Vegas Youth Bowlers Tour, sitting in with me right now. Dom, how you doing?
I'm good.
Right on, man.
I just finished helping Devin.
Looks like you did a good job. 250?
I hope so.
Good deal, man. Good deal. So how long you been in town?
Since Thursday.
Since Thursday. Okay. How long you out for?
Till tomorrow.
Till tomorrow?
I leave tomorrow. Tomorrow, like afternoon.
Oh, okay. Okay. Right on. Right on. Get out west. Got to be nice. A little bit of a change up.
Yeah, I mainly came back because I didn't get to come home for spring break,
Yeah. Gotcha.
which was not fun.
Yeah. So how is Indianapolis, weather-wise, school-wise? What's going on? Talk a little bit about that.
It's like, okay, so the weather's very bipolar. It's like, we'll get like 68 one day, which is pretty warm because like the humidity.
Yeah.
And then like the next day we'll go like to like the 30s.
Oh, geez, for the high?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not, and then after that, I mean, it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
The bowling scene out there is like, it's very competitive,
Yeah.
I will say.
Yeah, so Dom was one of our Las Vegas youth bowlers that got scholarship going to Huntington University.
Yeah.
Yep, bowling on the bowling team out there. Coach Shockey out there, Mike Shockey. He's head coach for your team?
Yes.
Yep. So why don't you give a little bit of introduce us? Who's on the Huntington bowling team? Who's like your?
There's a lot of us, but
Who's your top 5 or
our
that
eight. So
are
our
your
starting
8?
is, so we have me, and then we have my friend Dale, who was top 20 for freshmen or top 10 for freshmen in the country.
Okay.
And then we have our 3 seniors, Matt, Derek, and Dan. And then we have our 1 sophomore, his name's Michael. And then sometimes we have our friend Otter Coogan come with us. Intern for Jason, who's a freshman. and then we have another freshman Leland. So our team usually consists of 4 freshmen, a sophomore, and 3 seniors. Is usually
Okay.
what we run.
Okay. So Chalky's doing a good job recruiting, getting some good freshman blood in there.
Yeah, our team's very young. It's pretty. We lose our seniors, our like senior leadership next year, which is kind of rough, but it'll be okay.
Yeah, yeah. Gotcha. So what's the radius on travel? Like, what's the furthest you've traveled for college bowling outside of your school?
Kentucky, I believe.
Okay, and your school. Let's give everybody an idea. Huntington. How far from Indianapolis is Huntington?
Like an hour and a half.
North, south.
It's. Oh gosh, I have no clue. Let's see. I probably should know these things. It is. It's north. Yeah.
So about an hour north of Indianapolis is Huntington University.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We're very close to Illinois.
Okay. Okay. So then you guys have traveled all the way into, was it like Louisville or something, into Kentucky?
Yes.
Lexington
that's where
maybe,
we
or
went. We went to. Where did we go? It was. Maybe it was Louisville. Maybe it was Pikeville. I think it was Louisville.
Yeah.
We bowled a mid south one time. I think that's the furthest we went.
yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I guess that has to be. A lot of our tournaments, we kept it very local this year. It was we were in Indiana a lot. Like, we went to Indianapolis. We bowled a couple in Fort Wayne. And then we went to Illinois a lot and Michigan a lot. So,
Oh, you guys went all the way up to Michigan?
yeah, but we're close to Michigan. We're not far.
Okay.
Like, we're only like 2-ish hours from Detroit.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, it's weird. For some reason, I always think Indianapolis is further away, but it's not, man. There's a lot of bowling out there when you get out there,
no, it is. It's very competitive.
within driving distance.
I would stick with the black if it's fresh, I know. Yeah. Sorry.
Are Dev and Zeke bowled on the same pair?
No, they're next to each other.
They're next to each other.
I think varsity only goes to. Oh wait, no, does it? I don't know. Actually, I'm wrong. Well, I'm confused. How does? Oh, Devin's on 10. Okay.
Yeah, he's on 9 and 10. Zeke's on 7 and 8.
I understand.
So
My dad
Zeke's
never
stepping
showed me how to do this. I don't know how to change things, but it's okay. I don't know how to change these. My dad never showed me. I thought you would do it.
Cameras themselves.
Yeah.
Go to gameplay 2.
Okay. Oh.
Devin right there.
That's cool.
And
Then I can move it. Cam.
camera. That way.
What?
Oh, there goes Zeke.
Oh, there's Zeke doing a spare.
Control the other camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zeke picking up a nice double wood on the right.
I think that was just a 3-6.
Oh, was it just 3-6?
Yeah.
You don't want you guys on the screen. You just hit full only gameplay.
Oh. That's pretty cool.
Gameplay 2. And full only gameplay is the other one.
That's fire. Okay. That's lit. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I understand. Very simple.
Getting tuned up on the controls.
But yeah, I was never told how to do it.
It's not too bad. It's pretty
It's pretty simple.
pretty simple.
I probably could have figured it out. I just didn't want to touch buttons that weren't supposed to be touched.
Yeah, that's a good idea, man. You start to, I know. I kind of leave that up to your dad. He does a good job about getting the camera on all the kids, being fair with everybody.
Yeah.
So we're getting started in game 2. Got a 6-game marathon going on today. Easter tournament down at Santa Fe Lanes. Lily Hool just jumped up. She's our A bowler on 13 right now. Hey.
Oh wait,
That sounds way better for me.
that sounds better.
All right. So I hope everybody out there tuning in can hear us all right.
See, Devin's up on 10. That's a little inside. Okay.
There's a nice ball, Zeke. So
Noah up on 9.
Zeke's down there on 7's gone.
Ooh, good ball. I noticed that
Split, strike,
maybe
spare, strike.
I could just bowl too much, but I'm pretty sure that they got new pins because they sound really weird.
Yep, they got new twister pins.
Twister pins? What is that?
They call them twister pins, yeah.
What's that?
Not a pin expert, I wish I knew. I just heard Phil call them that.
They sound like, they almost sound heavy.
I
That's
think
the
they,
word to describe it. That's fair.
I think they create a little, they're known for creating a little bit more pin action, I think.
Really?
I think. Don't
I mean,
quote
I
me
will-
on that,
I
I could
will-
be wrong.
I was talking to Devin earlier, who he was talking about. He was saying he was practicing here. I don't know why. Ooh, huge messenger. He was saying how he was shooting spares or something. Good. What about now?
Yep,
Are we good?
that's better.
Good. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
keep the mic kind of.
So, Devin was talking about how he was practicing and he was shooting spares, and he was like getting deadwoods, which is not common here. Like I've never left a deadwood here because I guess like pins are just very bouncy here.
Yeah.
apparently now, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, no, prior to this, you did not see any deadwood in the gutters or anything like that.
Yeah, Devin said he left quite a few. Let's move around. This is actually so cool. Let's see, we have Jackson on lane 11. Zeke, there's a shot.
Oh.
Unfortunate.
Kind of slid the 4-pin right
Jackson's
there.
like is unsold. That looks really good. Devin with a good shot there.
Yeah, that was a nice ball.
That's the new, the black hammer, the new one, the 70AD.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I saw at the Mid South, there was a couple of people throwing it. It looked pretty good.
See if Zeke can pick this up, pick up his spare in the 5th. Single pin shot.
I feel like you should control it. I just like touching things though.
Oh no, go ahead, man. Yeah, move that camera around. Give everybody. That's Tyler right there. Tyler actually drives up from Victorville, California.
Wait, where?
Oh, Tyler Cole. Yeah. So
That's pretty far.
yeah, it's about
I
two.
think I remember him. He won. Oh my gosh. I don't think you saw that, but he Riley just left like a 5-7, but like something kicked the 7 and it slid to the 5 spot.
Really?
Yeah, that was kind of cool. Oh, Noah's kind of lighting it up right now. How have you guys been? I feel like I haven't been home in a while.
Man, it's been good, man. It's been really good. So prior to we just came off of a nice vacation. When you guys when they were your dad and your brother and everybody, and they were out in Orlando, we went on a vacation down to the Caribbean. Went to Turks and Caicos, which was super rad, man.
I think I saw that. I think I saw that on Facebook.
Yeah, Destiny had posted some stuff on it, but that was just amazingly just a great trip. But before that, we were just on a really good bowling groove, man. We were bowling consistently every week. Practice, tournaments. We went strong all through the fall, all through the early part of winter. And then that was our first break, which actually worked out really well because you need to get that little break. You got to break up that monotony. And we came back. And we didn't jump right back into things right away. We kind of came back and kind of got reacclimated. We were in a different time zone and stuff like that. So got all unpacked, got cleaned up, and got back in the groove. And, yeah, we're back at it now.
That's good.
Practicing our normal Tuesdays and Thursdays. And we bowled league yesterday. Today we're bowling. And then I know next week we've got a busy week. Next week they've got the Pepsi tournament being hosted here and a USBC tournament being hosted here at the same time.
Yeah.
So I think Zeke's bowling on Devin's team. Hey, what's up, bud? We were just talking about you.
Can I say something into the mic?
Yeah, go ahead.
Guys, I think Santa Fe doesn't like me anymore. I just slid the 4-pin into the 2-pin spot.
Yeah, we saw that. We let him know.
Yeah. My coach is very big on like resting. Like he said it's very important, which I agree.
And I think it's different for different bowlers too, though, because I think some bowlers really that feel. They love
Yeah.
to be comfortable and keep
Yeah.
that feel. Maybe not every day, but on a weekly basis. And then some kids, they can put the ball down, put their bag in the closet for a week, come back and not lose a step.
Yeah, I know, kind of like we were heading into, because our second semester was very busy, and I remember, like, that week before sectionals, Chalky was kind of, like, telling us, like, do not throw a bowling ball for, like, the next 4 days. Like, he wanted us to rest because we were fresh off of a conference championship and stuff like that, and so he wanted us to really rest before sectionals. So, it's very important.
Yeah.
Especially with, like, a really hectic bowling schedule.
I would agree. You need to get that rest in there. You got to let your body recover.
Yeah, it takes a toll. I mean, the days are very long. They're very. Like, a lot of people may not know this, but, like, the bowling days can be very grueling and they can be very, very long days.
Yeah, that's something we've been talking about a lot. Is bowling has that reputation of kind of not really being the most athletic sport, but
Yeah.
I think that's changing. I think the higher level guys you're seeing, they're in shape.
Yeah,
Somewhat in shape. Yeah.
Even then, like, I mean, going from, I didn't think, because even like me, I still had that mindset with, when I was still bowling youth events, of course. But like when I got to college, like it was very demanding. Like it's a lot to stay engaged completely, like for a full 8 hours. Throw good shots, be thinking on the fly, like be able to support your team. Like it's very long. It's very long day. Even like junior gold, that's a long week.
Yeah. Junior gold's a grind, man, especially for the it sounds crazy, but like that, the competitive kids in the U12 division, everybody thinks U12, oh, it's just U12, but there's some really competitive kids in there, and if
they go all the way, it's a long week.
Yeah, it's a very long week.
Junior gold's a very long week. If you don't prepare for that, then
and it's a long mentally long week.
Is. You gotta think 4 patterns at the very least. Even if you don't make advances, right? 4 patterns. Like different two in different houses, like kind of knowing what's going on, what you're bowling on.
Different times of the day.
Different times of the day. That's a big one.
Yeah.
And then you make advances around. Then you gotta think on the fly. Like you're not allowed to surface even like after practice. So like you think on the fly. You have to guess, throw good shots. Like you only get 5 balls.
Yeah, that's a key one, especially if you're rolling a spare ball, which a lot of us are. It's only a 4-ball rotation.
And like a lot of times, a lot of people need that 6th or 5th ball, depending if you have a spare ball or not. Like, can you make that adjustment on the fly to still score? Like, it's very grueling.
Yeah, you're gonna get in situations where you might not have the perfect, what you would consider close to perfect
reaction.
ball for that, but you're gonna have to have something close.
Yep.
That's why that arsenal's got to be diversified. You've got to have balls that at least gives you some kind of opportunity to, to go even or just not have a bad day.
Not have a bad block. I agree.
Yeah, junior. This will be our 3rd junior gold that we're going to, and I can't tell you how much we've learned from.
Yeah, I will. I'm bowling. I can't bowl junior gold anymore. They got rid of my division, but I'm gonna bowl U22 Masters.
Yeah.
So, and the house they have us at for U22 Masters, I will say, I'm not the biggest fan.
Really.
I bowled there during the season.
Uh-huh.
Hooks a lot. Very old house. Not the biggest fan, but it's okay.
So what bowling center is that at?
It's a Super Bowl in Detroit.
Okay.
It's a very, very, very high friction house. Not the biggest fan, but it's okay. You got a big day. I just kind of wonder, because I mean, I don't know how it's gonna be ran, just because it's the first time I've ever had it. It's kind of just like gonna be like the Masters, but they're gonna limit it to under 22, I guess.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be like shorter, I think, too. So it's like 10 games instead of 15.
Is it all? It's all amateurs? No PBA. No like.
It's more like. So remember how Junior Gold had the U20 division? It's pretty much that.
Okay.
It's just, but it's just without.
There's going to
not
be
that
some stiff competition.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It's pretty much all the college people. So it's kind of just gonna be like if you were to like run ISC again, but like it's just in like a different format.
Okay.
And with match play, pretty much, just it's kind of like what I'm getting at.
Gotcha.
That's it. go look at U12. Which one was it? This one? Okay.
Oh, right on.
What do you say? Cam 1 or 1 cam? 1 cam. I got it. Oh my god, I figured it out. Let's go.
Atta boy.
Let's go. I might be a genius.
I might be a genius. Hold on 1 sec.
Kevin's talking to Destiny. So in the meantime, I will do this. I got this. So on lane 13, we got Matthew Davis. It's very, I don't know why it's like, I don't like that. Anyways. Oh, it's pretty good. Okay, 2-pin. Phil likes to say the 2-pin is his favorite pin. So I think it's because something with like, I guess it tells you a lot. Oh, hold on, Devin's gonna come to me. Oh, wait, well, I guess not. I don't know where he's going. It's okay. Oh no.
Sorry, guys. Talking to the old wife there. Getting a little update on Zeke. Finished off right there with a 207. He was 179 on his game 1, so good, big improvement. So that's 21 minus 14 after 2. See if we can get that up to even.
Matthew's a little frustrated. I think they're just about done, so we can go back over here to lane 10.
Yeah, jump on 9 and 10.
Yeah, those are
They still got the 9th and 10th frame.
Yeah.
Is that Noah, the B bowler? He looks like he's coming off of a double.
I think that's
Is that Tyler?
no, that's Bryce, I believe. Noah's the C bowler actually.
Okay.
I only know that.
Oh wow,
because-
he was on the
because-
front 6.
Yeah, because Devin was following. I don't know what they're waiting for though. I think balls are stuck. Not 100%.
Oh, little JT Verde over there on 6. I shouldn't say little no more. He's actually getting pretty big.
Dude, he's almost as tall as I am. I was
He
kinda
is.
scared. I was supposed to bowl a Masters, fun fact, but I didn't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got. I decided it wasn't the smartest idea for me to do that yet
Yeah.
because
I probably should bring it closer.
yeah, because I was bowling U22 Masters, so I was like, I'll wait. Let me see how I shape them against people my own age first,
I think
and
that.
not Belmo.
Yeah. No, I don't think that was a bad idea at all.
Yeah,
I don't think that was a bad idea at all.
Actually, fun fact, I at trials got to bowl with the 1 seed at the Masters show, Deron Booker.
Oh yeah.
I bowled with him at trials. He's pretty good. Have you watched Belmo's YouTube channel?
A little bit. Not a lot though.
It is very informational. Like I actually I feel like I learn a lot when I watch because he kind of just explains it. I feel like he explains it really well, and he explains like life on tour and like kind of like what his thought process is and what he sees.
Uh-huh.
I think it's very informational. I think. Let's like sneak over here to lane. Can I? Oh wait, I have to do this again. Oh wait, no, he's a 2 cam. 2 cam. Let's go. Oh my god, that's very fast. Okay, Zeke leaving a 4-7. Hayden up on
Yeah, I
lane
like
12
the way
with an enemy tour. I don't know if I'd be throwing a pearl in this situation.
Yeah, that
I don't know.
not
but,
100% on that.
I don't know. The enemy tour, I will say the envy is a very favorited ball in college. Like the whole line, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
The extreme envy, the envy tour pearl, the envy tour. But I don't know if I would be throwing it right now. I know he just signed with Hastings. We actually bowled with them at sectionals. We have a couple people who go there. Oh, it's gonna hook. Good spam. I know Marissa and Ryan go to Hastings. Oh, he hooked on it. I don't know if that's the move.
Oh, that's a tough break right there.
I don't know. If I'm I don't know if I would be throwing an NV to a Pearl right now. I would be trying to throw a solid of some sort. Maybe like a ace of solids if he had, oh, wow. He throws the ball very good. If I were in this situation, I would have a really big ball or even urethane, but I'm assuming urethane didn't work, which is why he's not throwing it, because he loves throwing urethane, knowing Hayden. I would be, if he had like an extreme NV or reality, an archetype, anything like that, I would be throwing that, and I would be very soft in my hand. I don't know if I'd be throwing a Pearl, just because,
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
yeah.
There's volume out there too.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
think
just
that's
gonna,
the
it's
fault.
just going to see the back end, and
Yeah.
it's going to do what it did that, and did it then. Oh my gosh, Sam Cooley. He's very cool. No pun intended.
Oh, what did he pick up there? I missed that.
3, that,
Oh,
a 3. They're rolling out Sunkos.
yeah.
That's why I was going to bowl it, because I can come home. Oh, Zeke, that's up 10. That's pretty good. Whoa, huge.
Good break right there. Yeah, that looked really good through the front, but then he needed a little bit more push
Yeah.
down lane.
I was talking to Devin because I was like, I feel like the pins are just very bouncy here. Like, they look bouncy, which is really weird. I don't really understand how that could have changed, but you get those
They're new
twister pins.
Yeah,
quote
they're new
unquote.
pins.
It
And I
makes
asked
sense.
Phil if that's something different. Are these like something different? He's like, no. He says a lot of bowling centers use these.
It's probably to like increase strikes to like for like the general public, I'd assume. I don't know if that's a safe assumption. That's pretty good.
Oh,
I
we
think Devin
sent
needs
a messenger.
I think
but
Devin needs some ball change. Just because it's back to back flat pins. Let me talk to the child real quick.
we got Dom ball repping today. Doing a good job, though.
Either a booyah or pitch black because you flat 7 and flat 10 the entire time and didn't get the messenger. You know what I mean? And if you go left, it's just gonna hook over, yeah. Pitch black or a booyah, up to you. Luckily, he's making his spares, which is good. If he could get out even, then that'll be great.
Okay, so it's interesting. I'm watching Zeke's pair. Yeah, the right lane's definitely hooking quite a bit more than the left lane. The left lane's.
I would say that, but also at the same time, on 12, he piped it up 10, and on 11, he kind of like sets it out a little bit. So I don't know. I feel like if he needs to throw 2 of the same shots to really see.
Yeah, I was surprised to see that ball not react off the back on 11 because I like the way he threw it on 11.
It wasn't bad, but I think it's just like a lot of carry down. Down lane, so it'll just wiggle a little bit. With so much volume, you're definitely gonna see the people who can find the way out of urethane quickly and get a look are gonna score very well. But that kind of goes with the progression. So like if Zeke has some sort of big ball in his bag or maybe a slower ball, quote unquote. He throws it very hard. I wish I could throw it that fast. I'm not exaggerating. I don't have any ball speed. I wish I could throw it like that, to be honest. Let's see. Devin up on going into his 9th frame. Oh, Tyler Cole shooting 4-9. It'd be very cool if he made this. Oh, he might. Oh. Close. Ooh. Huh? We did, and then they were switching pairs, so we went back. We did, and then they were switching pairs, and we went back, and then now they're finishing. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't like what the urethane's doing for Zeke on lane 12 at all.
If I were in Zeke's position, I would personally get into a solid of some sort. Maybe bounce like 3 left. I would say does he still have his IQ?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would say like an IQ, maybe something slow, just to kind of like get through that wash area because it's kind of like seeing it and it's not, and it wants to wiggle off a little bit. So
Yeah, I'm curious if he's got any surface on that IQ.
let's go look at the U12ers. Oh, let's see. That is off. Let's see. We have throws the ball pretty good, I've seen. That's pretty good. Good shot. Trying to see if my dad wants to switch me anytime soon or not. Get a couple people on here, Luke. Let's see. Bryson finishes with a 190, washed out in the 10th. Tyler Cole can punch for 177. Devin. What's up?
Oh, we got Mini Belmo on Hayden putting his foot up on the stand.
Big shot from Matthew. Slide to go. I mean, if the Brooklyn's going to carry, then I guess you can keep pushing with it. I will say his envy looks it looks dull, so maybe it's not as shiny as like it's supposed to be. Huh? Yes, bro, please. My dad just asked me if I wanted to get in the raffle for the Extreme Envy. I was talking about getting it. Cause,
We won one of those about 2 months ago.
really?
Yeah.
Devin. All good. 181, so he's plus 30-ish. My reality is quite dead, so I've had it for like 2 years, so it's about time to get a new ball of some sort. Trying to find pieces. I drew out an absolute power. I threw that sunset. I wasn't the biggest fan, but I thought it's maybe like a sunset thing, so I'm gonna try to.
Yeah, I've heard some good things about that ball. I've seen some people roll that and really like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it other places. We'll see. Maybe bring it to U22 Masters. Maybe it does something there. Who knows? I'm assuming he ball changed.
Yeah, he did, but he rushed it. I know what I need to say to him on that shot. And he probably knows with the look on his face after that.
I would think he would just go 2 left.
He exactly.
2 left, send it.
He stayed in the same spot, but he ball changed. He should have moved in a little bit and created a little bit more angle.
Yeah, I would say 2 left and kind of get it around 6.
And he rushed it too. He had just come off a shot on 11.
Right.
He needs to slow down.
Just a little bit.
I need to. Oh, good pickup. Good save.
Good save.
And these are the things that junior bowlers they need to be able to recognize. You know, as a parent, you can't always be down there in their ear every shot because it's a hard game. You can't gain your concentration. You lose your concentration every time your parent's trying to talk to you. But you do want to have some conversations so that they don't go 6 frames in a row before they finally the light clicks on.
I mean, it comes with time though. Like, everything clicks eventually.
Yeah. I mean, Zeke's 12 years old. He's not even a teenager yet.
Yeah, it'll be okay.
Oh yeah.
It clicks eventually. It just takes some people. It takes longer than others, and sometimes also just kind of depends on where you're bowling at. Like,
well, it's all about seeing the ball motion. You've got to be able to see that, see the ball motion, and see the ball change from game 1 to game 2 to game 3.
I would say because Eddie bowled on this. Eddie bowled on this pair, so yeah. I mean, maybe you could go to your original black hammer. Maybe you can go to the original black hammer. The not send AD one, yeah. Because your pitch black hooked a lot, didn't it? Or your blue yacht hooked a lot? Your blue yacht hooked a lot, didn't it?
That's because I missed way outside. And when you like miss way outside, like the it's just gonna go back.
Maybe you have a free frame. You can try your OG black hammer, maybe even.
So
Like
getting these guys
or your blue
updated.
yacht. I don't know if your 70 AD is just good anymore because it's just. Yeah.
Hayden King stepping up, your
Yeah,
B bowler,
that's fine.
working on a double.
He went back to a purple.
Yeah, got his purple hammer. I think that's definitely more appropriate
I think so
on this
too.
pattern.
I don't know if I'm doing a pearl. personally. But I don't know. Some people will have looks with it, but I just don't think he's not very forward. So I don't. It would kind of like it'll read the backhand harder than normal too.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I had to learn for college ball, and that's something they don't tell you actually.
What's that?
Being forward, like finding that happy medium of like, let's see, we have Zeke on 11. Like having that happy medium, like you can't just hit balls anymore. Like that's the biggest difference I see. Like you can't rip the cover off like you normally do because you still have to play with everyone else. And good shot. I don't know, being forward, very good. Very good. Being able to control your ball motion and being able to make the ball do different things with your hand,
Uh-huh.
that's like something they don't tell you.
Yeah, being able to do things with your hand, I get that. Sometimes they can overthink that, but
Yeah.
that natural ability to change your axis.
I can make the ball hook 10 feet early if I want to. I can also make the ball hook 10 feet later. Like,
Yeah.
it's just being able to do things with the bowling ball no matter what. Like, being able to make one ball act like three.
Yeah.
That's like a trick that eventually they don't
Oh,
really tell
wow,
you going
nice.
into college. But it's a very necessary thing to know.
This young gentleman in that nice blue and black jersey, he's got more Messenger Monday videos than in the last few shots that I've seen in a while.
He does it very hard.
Yeah.
I wish I could have ball speed like that. I really do.
Oh.
To have that ability. JT what is that?
Oh, he just missed that.
It was definitely good look pretty good. I really wish I knew some names. I don't know a lot of the names here, unless they're on the back of the jerseys.
All right, let's keep it right here. I want to see this shot right now. So Zeke's working. Zeke's clean through 7. See if he make a little bit of an adjustment with the ball change. Hustle camo.
It's a camo. I think
He lost his balance a little bit on that. I don't think he's too far off, but
I don't know. I would still think an IQ just because I don't think the camo.
now keep in mind he's got a pretty aggressive surface on that camo.
That's my thing though. Is like it's not really gonna. It's not
That's a
reading
nice ball,
the
Dev.
mid lanes good enough because I think that's what's really developed. That's why I would think his IQ, like something like a mid lane ball, like Hayden has. I know Hayden has a shot that I saw him throwing it earlier. Like that wouldn't be a bad option. Because I feel like, let's see if he does it or not. Like he's outside, so now it's gonna. It kind of came in light.
What was he doing right there? What was that?
I have no clue. I could not tell you. I know this kid Nate Bridges does it, and I don't know. Maybe he got it from him. I've seen it before.
All right, this is a big shot right here.
Let's see. Oh, that's a little inside. Maybe it doesn't.
Jab. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world.
Gotta realize it's a marathon.
Yep,
It's not a sprint yet. Like a cross-country race almost. Have
exactly.
you seen that movie McFarlane?
I swear, I know I have.
It's the cross-country movie. It's pretty good.
I gotta check. Maybe I haven't. It sounds super familiar.
It's on Disney Plus.
McFarlane. Is that the with the dogs?
Who?
No, okay, I'm thinking
That's the
something
one
else.
where it's like it's the cross-country movie, and the guy like moves to like it's McFarland, California, which is, I'm pretty sure it's like really close to the border of Mexico and California. So it's like it's a very like heavy Mexican population. So like he gets them to like run cross country and like stuff like that.
Oh, okay. I've seen previews, but I haven't seen the movie.
Okay, yeah. Devin's up on 14. Good shot.
Oh, that's a tough spare miss right there. Single pin.
Cannot do those in this format. I wish I could grow facial hair like Tyler Cole. I can't grow it like that. Oh. That's not good. Zeke shooting a 7-9 or 7-8. Let's see. Little outside until we come back. That might. Let's see. Huge spare. That's why he's won before. Oh my goodness. Good call. I was wrong. Good call. Good call. Well, it probably would have worked either way, but it just looks good. It would have worked either one would have worked, but that one's just a better look. Good call. Sorry. I was talking to Devin. He was in between balls, and I was like, I kind of gave him two options. And let him pick one of the two, whichever one he liked. He's looking for 4, so he picked the right one, we shall say. Hayden working on a 5-bagger. Whoa, through the face, strike, huge break. He could punch for 240. 10 strike 240. 8 open, double, 6-2, 6 in a row, and he goes 2 for 240. Zeke can punch for 179. And I forgot who else is in their pair.
So let's take a quick minute. I want to give a big thank you to all of our gifts that were donated today. Excuse me, can't talk right there. The Galley family, Chad Galley, donated a Radical Sneak Attack. Big thank you. Kathy, she donated 2 bowling balls, GB4, and an Extreme Envy. Awesome.
Extreme Envy's really good.
Joni Emery, really nice. Joni always is hooking us up. She kicked down a blanket that she made herself. And then we've got a 3-ball roller that was donated by Vince at Bowler's Mart. Shout out to Vince, man. Vince been hooking us up. He drilled Zeke the new DNA coil earlier this week. Did it last minute, so thanks to Vince. And then we had a really nice special ball rack that was built by Dave Allen himself. Wood was donated by Marlene. And just want to say thank you to them, man. Dave Allen spent a lot of time putting that ball rack together, and it's really nice. Holds 12. I think it holds 12 balls.
I'm trying to see it.
Custom made.
I think it might be 12 or 16.
Yeah, so I think it's 444. Which
12.
So Belmo looks like he's doing kind of Belmo things in the Masters.
I have the pink venom. Cooley did not win with the pink venom, unfortunately. Let's see. Huh? Look at that. What a king.
Yeah, PBA can. Oh, that's inside like a mile. Yeah, feet were way too fast, and go tell him. Let him know. He's a little bit fried right now, a little bit frustrated. Yeah, I tried to. When you get like that, there's nothing anybody can say that's gonna just instantly soothe you like a baby. But you gotta find a way to cool off. Gotta find a way to cool off. Take a little walk around. Get a little bit of breath.
Wise words from Kevin. I think those 12s are going to come back here. Let's see.
Dev stepping up. Lane 13 looks great.
He's on the front 6.
That's awesome. Nice ball, Dev.
Very good.
Very nice ball.
Very good. Quite a good look.
JT Verde over here, your A bowler. He's actually working off of 3 in a row.
I'll never forget the first time I met JT. It was a JBT. It was actually when I first started bowling. So it was a JBT. And I went against JT in a match. And we had he had to beat me by 23.
Uh-huh.
He did, in fact, beat me by more than 23. He beat me by like 50. Yeah, so that was a very fun experience for me. JC's a very good bowler.
Very good bowler, very accurate, very smart.
Yes.
He
got tall. He got tall. I was scared.
yeah.
He's like almost as tall as I am.
Oh, and his feet and hands are like gigantic.
No,
His feet, he's
they're
like a
huge.
size like
Like
10 or 11 as a,
Dang.
yeah.
Dude, he has bigger feet than I do.
You done? To sign off?
I'm out of down.
You taking my car? What time you leaving?
I said if Devin started bowling bad, but he's not bowling bad, so. I'll be here in case. Where'd you park?
All right, I'm back. Dom's out. Got some errands to run before he goes back to school. Got a drink.
Holy smokes, Dominic, what happened, dude? You aged
Doubled in size?
Doubled in size and aged 30
Yeah.
years.
He's got some errands to run. Get some stuff done before he goes back to school. Then comes home in 3 weeks.
That'll go by quick, man. That'll go by real quick.
Yeah, well, I got to fly up there, and we're gonna drive his car back
Yeah.
because he's home till August. I'm not gonna leave him 5 months without a car, and I'm not sharing a car with him.
Yeah. You go to get in it, you're on
Yeah,
your way to
and-
work, and it's on like E with the light on.
and it's full of trash. Yeah, no, not doing that. That looks good. It's 8. Let's go. Here, let's move. Let's see. See if Ethan picks up his spare. 3-6-10. Oh. We got Bryson
Man, I
Reed
should
over
have
here.
ate some breakfast. I'm starving.
Bryson.
You know what would be a great idea? I hope somebody hears this. If they opened up just a little small little restaurant, no, not even any tables to dine at. You just go and pick up your food, and all it did was breakfast burritos and breakfast tacos.
Just here at the bowling alley?
Just here at the bowling alley. Because every time I rush to get out of the house to get here, 15 minutes late.
Tell your wife to wake up earlier.
I know.
Let's see. So we got Devin up on 14. And Devin is on front 8. Let's see. We go 9. Let's get 9. Let's get that ball. Get there. There we go.
Nice ball, Dev. He's rolling the ball really well right now. This is a huge, huge game.
That's because there's 3 lefties on a pair. They can share now.
They're like, wow, there's some transition.
Yeah. Oh, that's because he's good, though. That's because he's good.
That's true. I can't argue that.
So at the BTC yesterday, there was a guy complaining about there was 3 lefties on his pair. He was a lefty.
Oh, he was complaining.
He was complaining. I'm like, man, I was like, you would think he would want a little help. You know?
Yeah. It's like that only happens like once every like blue moon.
Well, yesterday and then now today. We've got Devin, Noah, and Bryson.
Yeah.
So.
That's rare. They get 3 lefties on one
and
pair.
it was totally random. Mike used a little randomizer. Nothing says, you know.
Yeah.
Let's put all lefties here because then you still got Eddie out here.
Yeah.
And I think there's one more.
That'd be cool if we had old Gavin over here. That'd be another lefty.
Gavin Fernandez?
Yeah. Oh, nice pickup, Bryce. Bryson? Excuse me.
So I'm getting a little nervous. Normally I don't when people are shooting like this, but since it's my boy. So he's getting a little nervous too, though, because he just looked up at the score and realized he was on 9. He's like, oh, I didn't realize I was that far in the game. So, let's see if he can do it. Noah's throwing the ball. Noah's throwing the ball really good right now, too. He was going ball for ball with Devin.
Yeah. He had spare in the 8th.
That's good. Push through, push.
All right, Dev.
Excuse me if I yell here. We haven't had a YBT 300 in 2
No.
years. I think Lelos was the last one. Oh, no, Seth had one last year.
Yeah.
Seth did last year, so never mind. And then Lelos had it before.
Good old Seth. Man, I haven't seen that guy in a while.
I saw him at BTC yesterday.
Yeah?
Still working at Red Rock as far as I know.
Yeah, I like Seth. Nice kid. Good bowler.
Let's go, Devin. Push through. That's good.
How many 300s does he have? Zero? Really? Let's go, Devin!
All right.
Love these opportunities.
Tell Phil he's in the way. Tell Phil he's in the way. Push ball, push,
He's
push,
safe.
push.
Oh!
Hit.
Oh! So close.
Sorry.
Lighten the pants just like your daddy!
Devin Montoya went 11th in a row and then didn't quite make that 12th, but that's still a
job
wonderful game.
Hey,
299,
nice
299.
job, man.
Congratulations to Devin.
That just means I got
299, folks. Devin Montoya plus 99 in one game. Come and try to catch him. That's pretty awesome, man. That's
Man.
fun to see. It's always, whenever somebody gets that front 11, man, that is just the vibe.
Seth was the last one for us. Seth was the last one here.
Yeah, Seth Stovall.
Seth shot one last year.
Yeah.
And then before that was Lelos. The year before.
Seth was in league, yeah.
Oh. There we go. Cool. Have a good one. Oh, that was exciting.
Let's take advantage up into some commercials right here.
Let's do that. Where are we at?
So Storm Bowling, the Bowlers Company, want to give a big thank you to Storm Bowling. They're hooking us up, donating ball certificates for our raffle down here at Las Vegas Youth Bowlers Tour. So get online, check them out. They've got some new stuff going on online. They've got their new news page, all kinds of updated information, links to different YouTube videos for information. And don't forget to check out SYC page. Upcoming events is a lot of fun. And check out the Evolution program, all you youth bowlers out there. Really good opportunity for you to get a lot of good information, interact with some top high-level bowlers and some professional bowlers on their live stream. So Storm Bowling, thank you guys. And Coolwick, let's not forget Coolwick. Speaking of Storm, Coolwick just is the new jersey sponsor for all SYC programs. So you'll be enjoying yourself in a nice new Coolwick jersey at a new SYC tournament. So visit Coolwick. Do not forget to enter LVYBT 10 at checkout. Coolwick's got all kinds of opportunities for you to go on there, pick the jersey you like, adjust it. They'll put your name on the back of it, all kinds of different types of fonts, all kinds of different types of logos you can put on there. Really, really customizable. So check them out, coolwick.com.
They've got a lot of nice new products out there. So we were in SYC.
Yep.
So Dallas was the first. So Dallas was their first event that they were sponsored. Had some stuff. I don't know how long they knew that they were the sponsor. How long that contract had been signed between.
Yeah,
them.
it might have been early. That might have been.
Like his supply was there, but it wasn't huge. But when we went to SYC, man, he had a ton of stuff. He's got new backpacks coming out. He's got tons of new jersey designs, new hoodies. Like you name it. He had license plate frames. He had license plates.
Yep. Coolwick knows how to get it done, man. Those guys are professional over there when it comes to putting the logo on stuff. Those guys are top notch. They've been with us since the beginning at Las Vegas Youth Bowlers Tour. So
Yeah, some really cool keychains they had made out. He's got a lot of products out there that was a lot of nice new stuff, cool stuff they had.
yeah, and let's not forget Recruit US and Absolute Flood Response. Thank you guys very much.
So that was game 3, right?
Yes.
Let me get some score updates and then we'll just kind of put it to the kids for a few.
Yeah, not a problem. Yeah, good opportunity to say thanks. We got Kathy McCluskey, obviously. She was hooking us up, getting us down here, opening up some lane play for us. Mike Ruiz, who's on the board here at Las Vegas Youth Bowlers Tour, taking in names, getting everybody their lane assignments, collecting cash. Does a great job. Of course, we've got the missus out there, Montoya, collected names, and
Scores
RJ's
and names. RJ's mom's.
RJ's mom's out there.
Destiny's getting the social media, the videos for social media.
Yep, Destiny. Check us out. LVYBT 300 at Instagram.com. Oh, LVYBT and friends on Instagram.com. Check us out. Like us. We've got new content coming out, so it's really cool.
Let's get some of these littles going right here. Ethan rocking his Champions jersey. See if he can pick up his spare. From 1-3. Got it.
Hey, I forgot somebody I don't know how I could ever forget him. Mr. Phil Placco out there helping
Oh,
the
yeah,
kids.
Of course. Goes without saying.
Yep, Phil Placco out there all the time. Good dude, man. Really does a lot to grow the sport of youth bowling. So thank you to Phil. And we've actually got Dave Allen was walking around here. I know he's got a few of his kids out here bowling. Dave's a great mentor to these kids and great coach. Yeah, helps out quite a bit. Really sees the lanes well and helps get the kids to understand what balls they should be into and what the different ball types are doing on the lanes. Yeah, and then this U12 division, U13 division out here, these kids are having a blast, man. They're jumping pairs, moving right along.
Yeah, they're getting good. I remember it didn't seem like that long ago, but I remember when Phil first started working with Ethan. And here,
He-
throw a plastic ball because the way you throw the ball, it's gonna hook.
Yeah.
And now he's getting the ball speed. He can't throw a plastic ball all the time anymore. He had to move up. You know.
Yeah. He was getting around the ball a lot.
Yeah.
He was trying to make it rev up, with too much hand, and he's definitely been working hard to get away from that. He's another one. I got to give him. It's fun to see him down here. I remember when Zeke was a little bit younger, a couple years ago, down here working on his game. You got
Evan Higgins. So him and his sister, Brad's kids, St. Myers kids.
Oh,
Coach
okay.
Brad.
Yeah, Coach Brad down here helping. He does a lot with the 13 and under group.
That's the kids working with Brad is awesome because, like I said before, fundamentals. Brad's focused on fundamentals more than
Which is
off the rip.
Yeah, which is what we need for these youth, so they don't develop those bad habits at a young age.
Gets them in a good pre-shot routine, posting shots.
Yeah, we gotta pay. What do you want?
She wants raffle ticket money, bro.
Oh, get your own money. I bet.
Let's see who we got over here.
What does that mean now? That's what you're waiting.
Got Eddie coming back around already. It's on 10. Second 10 pin in a row for Eddie.
Got ball return, need to get called in on 12.
Dude, is Landon getting taller? He was already like 6 foot tall.
Yeah, he's going to be pushing 6'4" pretty soon. You know who we're missing today? Old Tyler Castronova.
I talked to Monica the other day, and I can't remember what they had going on. I know they had something going on. Though.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
really
no, I'm sure they're
remember.
doing something for Easter.
Maybe that's what it is. It's Easter. Happy Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter, everybody.
Yeah, that kid's still in that idle. Now's about a good time to move out. Is about the time you'd expect to see it. You got Caleb over there. Looks like he moved into a phase 2, maybe? Is that what that was?
If you grab me something to start.
I want wings.
Yes.
Dombrowski's giving old Belmo. It's still early, still very early actually, but
How bad is it when he beats Jason with his own ball? It's like beating Michael Jordan with his shoes.
Oh. See, even the pros, that's the stuff we got to get these kids to watch. Even the pros have shots where they don't get exactly what they want out of it.
Oh yeah.
It's like what you said. We talk about this a lot, but the kids get so good so fast at such a young age that their expectations get unrealistic.
And then when they shoot these scores, Zeke was 11 when he shot his 300.
Yep.
So now, at 11 years old, you have such high standards because you shot a 300. And we all know, like I said, you shoot a 300, there's a certain percentage where it's luck, and then the other percentage is skill and mental.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If it was all skill, then they would all shoot 300 all the time. And that's the part. It's like the mental part is what they need to understand. It's like you're not going to do it every single time.
Yep.
Some of these kids have shot their 300s after a few months of bowling.
Yeah.
Like I said, Bryson threw a 300 the other day in practice. One of them two. And it's like, cool, you've only been bowling a couple of years, and these people have been bowling 20, 30, 40 years, they haven't bowled one.
Uh-huh.
But they get such high expectations because they put up these big numbers. Shooting a 700 for most people, your average house bowler, oh yeah, cool, I won 7 today, you're bowling. But these kids are shooting 690, 720, 730, and they're like, could have done better. Which is good to have the expectations to shoot 750, 800, but you can't be upset when you don't.
Yeah,
That's the biggest thing. Is they get upset when they.
you've got to learn how to control those emotions. I do think though, to get to like an elite level, you've got to have that hunger of like that expectation of it, but you've got to also learn how that. Yes, you need that to have that fire burning in your belly to get you to that point, but you also need to be able to understand how that works against you too, where when you do have that bad shot, that aggressiveness can work against you. So you've got to balance it. It's a balance. It's a yin and a yang, you know.
So I was talking to Dahoon Kwan. We were in Dallas together, and we were sitting in the airport, me, him, and his dad, and Devin. And Dahoon said, "Devin, what's your goals in bowling?" Devin's like, "My goals?" He's like, "I don't know." He goes, "You don't have goals?" And then so we got into a long conversation about that. And his dad's like, "You have to set yourself goals."
Yes.
He's like, long term. He's like, don't think, okay, I just want to come and win SYC. I just want to win a medal. He goes, I want to be the best bowler here. I'm going to bowl this, and this tournament, and I'm going to win them all, you know. Or, you know, set unattainable goals and then set attainable. You know, like, hey, I just want to finish top 5 in this PBA regional I'm going to bowl. Or, you know, a lot of kids, they bowl to bowl, and they don't set goals. And like I said, Dahoon, talking to that kid, he's so mature and so intelligent when it comes to stuff like that. Like, his goal, I was like, well, what's your goal? He's like, well, I'm going to come here and win more SYCs than Spencer Robarge. And I don't doubt that he could.
Yeah.
He shows up and it's like, okay, I'm going to win. Like, that's his. It's a mentality. Like,
Yeah.
I think he keeps the goal mentality ahead of the other part of the failure. You know, like, even though he's going to fail, there's going to be failure. He keeps that goal mentality in his head more so than like, damn, I just failed. I just shot a 160.
Yeah.
You know, does that make sense? Like, I don't, probably worded it a little
100% that
different,
makes sense.
But he keeps that goal mentality the whole time he's bowling.
Yeah, no, that's something that you got to work on, and you can't just do it one week and go, okay, I'm going to set all these goals, but then not keep track of it. You've got to have a scoreboard.
Man, I didn't even have that on film.
Where you keep a track of it.
But yeah, so, and you know, I've seen it. I've watched Dahoon go 279, and then I watch him come back and pop off 150, and then he comes back and goes 250, and then he bowls the next 2 games for SYC at 220, 230 average, and wins either the day or the whole tournament.
Yeah.
Because he stays with that goal in his head and not so much gets caught up in what's going on right now.
He didn't get caught up in that 159. Yeah.
Exactly.
You've got to sit back and look at it from a 10,000-foot view, 30,000-foot view versus that 5-foot view where you're only seeing the tip of your nose.
Yeah.
Man, Zeke's pair is bowling really fast.
Yeah, they are.
They're like just humming through things. What'd Zeke go? He's in the 200s on that. He's an A bowler.
Looks like 230.
Awesome.
220 or 230, I don't know. My old eyes can't see that far. Let me see if I get the camera up there.
That's awesome. That's a great bounce back. He had a low game on his last one, and we had a quick little talk about just, you know, getting in the right spot. Don't burn the eggs.
But yeah, definitely. Like I said, the goal thing. I learned a lot from Dahoon that day.
Yeah.
But I watched that kid bowl with his dad, and like, his dad's awesome when it comes to. He's trying to get Devin motivated because Devin's not the excitable one, you know.
Yeah.
I
know what you mean.
He threw the ball and was like, okay, cool, another strike. Okay, cool, another strike. Dahoon's dad, like, you got to show excitement sometimes.
Yeah, you do.
But yeah, definitely the goal thing. Like I said, these kids need to definitely set these goals and be like, okay, I'm coming in, I'm going to win this, and this. Maybe next year, you know, we got some changes coming to LVYBT next year. Maybe we'll do a points thing. End of the season, who has the most points, you know.
That would be cool. That'd be really cool.
See, you know.
Oh, Belmo got a lucky break right there.
Yeah, he did.
Oh.
Landon just threw one in the ditch.
Don't break the glasses.
Oh, man, Gregson just went all the way across the lane. So he's been missing around. He's been MIA for a while, recovering from an injury, Brian Gregson.
Yeah.
But he'll be here this weekend, and he's going to bowl next weekend. We got that team together. See how they do.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be a long day at bowling, but it'll be a lot of fun. We haven't had one of those in a while where it was all day. That's going to be a
JBT style, 15 games. Is what we're doing? Oh no, 18
Yeah.
games, huh?
is it
6, 3, 3.
Oh man, I'm not sure actually.
It's gonna be 15, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. 9 a.m. start time.
Yeah, look at Belmo he's starting to do Belmo things.
I'm pulling for D-Ron Booker. Hey, there's one of the Southern Nevada people in the TV was Phyllis.
Yeah, I just saw Becky Herman, the Suncoast bowling manager, in the stands.
Sitting with Verity and them. Yeah, see a lot of locals in there. Yeah, there's Becky.
Oh, there you go, Patrick.
See what Brian Gregson got for us. That looks good. Nope. What you got on Ivan picking this pair up? 2, 4, 10?
Where
15.
Oh, okay.
Got a shot. Let's see. He might have a shot. Oh, no. Too good. What was that? Is he 230?
Hey, bud. Roman was checking with you. What'd you pop off on that last game? 208?
Oh, 208.
Two.
IQ's hooking and then it's not. It's like if I don't get it to the drive, the ball's coming in light.
All right.
So
Well, that's a big improvement from your last game. Feeling like it's still in a marathon. You still got two more games. A lot can happen. 2 games. We just saw what Dev did, plus 99 in 1 game.
Yeah, I just want Belmo to win this. I don't want Dombrowski to win. I want Belmo to win.
He's still got 1 more match. Whoever wins this one,
Yep, they still got to beat Booker.
still got to beat Booker.
So I hope Belmo wins.
Zeke out there, of course, 2-hander. He's rooting for his
It's
boy,
so
Jason Belmonte.
listening to the kids, like you said, at 12 years old.
Yeah, they.
When it hits the draw, it does this. It goes over under. When I was 12, I didn't know nothing about over under. I didn't know none of that. It's like my ball didn't move. What do I do? Just keep throwing it, stupid. Oh, Ryan had a good shot in the fade. What's Lily doing? How's she doing? Oh, you know we're missing Jacob Enright. Eddie picked up a nice strike. Yeah, we're probably 20, 30 kids short today, huh? That's what it feels like.
I don't know about that much.
It's Easter. To be
It is
expected.
definitely Easter, but no, we actually had a pretty good turnout then for it being Easter. I think we're maybe only like 10 to 15 short.
Yeah, looking at 40 total right now. That
Yeah.
includes the juniors.
Yeah, I want to say last time we were in the low 50s.
Let me see if I can get score updates real quick. I'll be right. All right, I'm back. So, after 3, I got the standings right now. So we'll start with the juniors. Let's see. Back to our Ivan Higgins, 596 after. Oh yeah, they're after 4. They're actually going pretty quick. So yeah, he's got 596 after 4. Mason Williams 590. Jayla Higgins is 561. Ethan Sampson at 508. Gage Sapp at 424, and Shyston, I don't want to say his last name because I don't want to mess it up. He's at 420. Then we go for the not handicap for the JV division. I'll give you the top 5, 6. Caleb Esato, 583. Dan Diacott, 563. Landon Etchegoyen is at 540. Leangelo Salcedo is at 517. Keiko's at a 495 after 3. And Lily's 6th with a 480. So, decent scores. Tough pattern today with the boardwalk. Was it boardwalk today?
Yes. Broadway.
Broadway. Same thing. Definitely not. So, varsity, Devin Montoya, plus 138. Noah's, but not big numbers, is plus 52. Rexon's plus 2 after 3. Rex is going to be plus 20 something now after this. Looks like he's going to pop off about 220, 230. Hayden King, 230. He's at 595. Bryson Means at 585, and JT Verdi's at 584.
Yeah, JT's going to pop up. He just went 238.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you got Zeke in 7th at 540. So.
Oh, man. Dombrowski.
Did he do it?
Patrick Dombrowski
Oh, man.
advances. Wow.
Oh, no. We're not going to see the same people in the finals.
Wow.
This would be good, though.
That match was, he had to hold on.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I didn't my eye on it the last few minutes, but Belmo was ahead.
Did he open up or something? I wasn't watching. I said.
Oh, he got lucky with the, but still, I mean,
That's the 810, huh?
yeah. Yeah, a lot of money up at the Masters. 100K for first place,
Yeah,
50K for second.
But they earned that, man. That's a lot of work.
Lot of work,
A
a
lot
lot
of
of
gold.
time, a lot of money spent.
Once
and
you get to that bracket, like I said, you earned it.
yeah. And a lot of money spent on, coaching. It's not like these guys
Oh,
aren't
yeah.
getting coached, and
Yeah, it's not your average. I mean, you said Tim Max there. Mark Baker coaches. You got the elite.
yeah.
You get the best of the best.
They're spending time getting filmed on
The
and
pros that coach the pros are
getting their
best.
game broken down.
Yep. And I know for a fact that a certain coach is his fees like $1,500 a day or $1,000 a day or something like that.
Yeah, I bet.
And that's he's up there. So
Yeah.
totally makes sense. I mean, look, you got a chance to win $100,000. Here you go, win. Here's that $1,000 I owe you.
Yeah, not to mention the travel. Flights are not cheap these days, man.
Yeah. Put it on the littles for a little bit.
Yeah,
Take a quick break.
good shout out to JT with that 238 right
Yeah.
there. He had one open in the 5th, but everything else was strike or mark.
Brian went 223.
Yep.
Gregson. Take a quick break, Kev. Cool. Good.
What'd you get there? Yeah, was there? Yeah, I just want to say. Dusty Weber pretty soon. So Dombrowski has to beat him twice, huh?
Yeah, because he beat Dombrowski to take the number 1 seed.
But D-Ron only has to win one.
Yes, because he beat him to the 1 seed.
That Kokoa kid's rolling it actually pretty well.
Yeah, he is.
That's the attention.
global.
That's the attention star.
Attention star. That thing's nasty. Exponent, I don't know. Might be. It's an SBI product. I don't know. I can't remember. Dom has one. Eddie moved plastic.
He did, huh?
I don't know that he needs to be in plastic right now. But,
I wouldn't think so.
I mean, there's still oil out there that he can still maneuver with. But
Oh man. Oh.
uh-oh.
This is a huge opportunity.
Oh yeah.
100K.
Oh. Uh-oh. Act like that on TV there.
Yep, jumping all back on live, everybody.
There's Becky Herman.
Yep, she's hey, look.
Let's see. So yeah, so we're watching the Masters. D-Ron Booker's 270 pace if you're gonna be more than the fourth frame.
It's a huge
But
opportunity
Dombrowski
for
just
him
went
right
big
here.
four.
Yeah, huge opportunity right here for D.
You see, throwing that attention. That's a good shot. Oh no.
He's leaving
Little high.
makeables and he's making
Yeah,
them.
absolutely. Rather leave a 4-pin than a 4, 6, 7, 10.
Then a big four. Yeah, me too.
Well, those aren't chicken wings, Destiny. You said you were bringing wings. There we go. Chase Nadeau on TV. Who else we got back there? Some SWT guys I see in there.
Man, one game, it's funny how one game sometimes can seem like so short and then sometimes seems so long.
Yep. We're only in the 5th frame.
Yeah, this game feels really long on TV.
Oh.
Oh, those are the breaks that come your way, you know.
I got you off camera. So here in a few minutes, we're going to have another local coach, Eric Hatchett, also part of the Southern Nevada USBC. So he's going to come in and jump in my seat and finish off the day for us.
So we got the kids back on the first original pair that they started on, which is
Yep.
kind of, I hope they're really paying. This is a good opportunity to learn, man. Practice while you're practicing, you know. Keep an eye on things like this. Like, how did it change? It's so important. Dom made a good point about that. He's like, man, when things start to click, you know, there's so much stuff that he hadn't experienced in bowling when he got to the college level that it was a fast-paced learning experience for him, it seemed like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I heard about it every day.
Yeah. But his like maturity level though, like on
Yeah.
the lanes, like seems like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just on a way higher level.
Yeah, he still has that mentality, though, where I'm bowling to win, and,
Yep.
you know, a bad shot here or a bad game kind of frustrates him. But, I mean, it is what it is. It's bowling.
Yeah, I don't know.
You just saw Dombrowski kick a ball return on national TV. You know, you can't expect these kids to be perfect.
Exactly.
You know, like you literally just kicked the ball return on TV and then slapped it.
Yeah, I mean, I've actually watched on Bowl TV, and I think with some of our younger kids, we hold them to a higher standard than some of these
we
pros.
absolutely do. We absolutely do. But at the same time, these kids aren't grinding 45
Yes.
games during the week.
They're
with
not.
the
It's not
best-
their It's not their livelihood
Yeah,
either.
with the best competition in the world. And
Yes.
like I said, I've seen Prather lose it. I've seen some of those guys just like you're like, holy cow, you're there. But then again, you got to understand the pressure that those guys are under.
100%.
For them to just to. Oh, did you see Simo flip off J.R. Raymond the other day?
Uh-uh.
We didn't see that.
Oh, man.
It was the heat of the moment kind of deal. J.R. threw a strike and kind of didn't. They say he danced it, but he didn't really dance. He just kind of did a double take, went back, and then kind of paused. But I guess it was during Simo's approach. But again, they're
Were
like
they on the
four-
same pair? They weren't on the same pair?
Dude, I mean, you go to these events, they give like each other like 4-lane courtesy. You know, so I mean, for somebody to get mad because somebody 4 lanes over, 5 lanes over, got in your eye, in your peripheral. But it was the heat of the moment thing, and I saw the social media conversation between both of them, and they're like, you know, it was one of the things. It was just a moment. JR said, "My bad. I didn't think I was in anybody's view," and Simon was like, "Yeah, it is what it is. My bad for reacting the way I did."
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah, when you're in the heat of the moment, it's different.
but like I said, I think we hold our kids to a standard that's higher than normal, and we kind of like try to keep. You know, some of these kids are going to be bowling on TV later, so I mean, you know, let's teach them now so they're not kicking ball returns.
Yeah. So we got some updated scores. Let's get some names out there.
So for the junior division, Ivan's still in first place after 5. He's at 716. Mason Williams, he's at 698. Jayla's at 662. Ethan's at 608. Gage Sapp is at 542, and Chyston is at 506. I think Chyston's our youngest. Chyston or Gage, one of the two. I think they're the youngest. I don't know if they're 7 or 8 years old.
What did where did Dev pop up to? 178 plus 178, I believe.
Devin's at plus 176. Noah's plus 35.
Gregson's
Gregson's
top 3,
plus
that boy.
25. JT Verdi's plus
JT, you knew he was
23.
jumping.
Hayden's at 20. Zeke is at minus 52. So there's a big gap between 6 and 5.
Yeah.
There's a 70-pin difference in 6 and 5. But again, that can be made up in one game. Zeke can go 250. Hayden can go 170.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah, well, they've got it. You've got to be able to look at these things as a marathon.
And then let's see, JV's looking like Dan Diacox, 780. Caleb's at 720. So let's see, what did Dan have? Who was our JV leader? So Caleb was up by 20 after 3. Now Dan's up by 60 after 4. So Dan went 227, 217 is for games 3 and 4. Caleb went 188, 137.
So look at something interesting. Look at the leader on the JV and see where they would be in varsity.
Leader on JV and varsity would be in 5th place.
5th place?
6th place.
6th place?
Yeah. By 32 pins. But, again, like I said, Caleb and Dan, I don't see them in JV much longer. Landon, JV much longer. You know, there's Keikoa. Like, these are so I remember I said my kids lived in the bowling alley for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
Dom and Devin were here every single day. That's Keikoa. That's Caleb. You know, that's Landon. Landon during school, I mean, every day, if I come here on a Tuesday, Landon was here.
Yep.
Right now, it's a little limited because of the lanes getting replaced.
Yeah.
So for their practice time is cut a little bit, but you know, these kids are here every single day.
So Dombrowski's still trying to make it a game, but D-Ron's got a pretty good hold on this match right now.
Let's see. So George Branham, 5. Gary Faulkner, 15. Yep. Oh. So he's got to pick this up. He needs a spare and a pin, or spare and 2.
The amount of pressure on that single pin spare right now, it has got to be tremendous.
Yes. He's spare and 2 to shut him out. Let's see. And how often do you miss a 9-pin? Let's see. He's good. Cool.
Take a
Keep
breath.
it on the lane, bro.
Keep it on the lane.
Keep it on the lane.
Take a breath. It's not over yet, but yeah, talk about earning that money right there.
You can see it. Look at eyes welling up. You can tell he's breathing heavier.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Pressure, man.
The pressure right there, man.
Just to say, you have to keep it on the lane.
Just to say, yeah. We went from a single pin spare being pressured now to keeping it on the lane.
Keep it on the lane. There you go. That's
wow. Congratulations, D-Ron Booker, your 2024 USBC Masters champion.
I want to say he qualified like 53rd, if I remember right. After qualifying, he was not at the top.
But
he ran the sheet
awesome.
on everybody from the time bracket started till now.
Yeah, they were interviewing, like he was sitting in on the broadcast during Bowl TV, and he was saying, he's like, I'm going to bowl the rest of the tour. He said he had to go back to work, so he went back to work just to build up his account so that he had the money to travel and to, get into these PBA events. But this is going to go a long ways for him, man.
I'm sure there might be some money from Storm coming their way to help pay his tournament entries, and plus, 100 grand's might help out.
Yeah,
I
well deserved, man. That's awesome.
He was more towards the middle or bottom of the bracket, if I remember right. Let me pull that up. I want to say he was 53rd when he qualified.
Yeah, that is just awesome, man. Congratulations, D-Ron Booker, coming in at the #1 seed and holding it down, winning match 1. The emotions got to be running high. This is what it's all about, kids, man. Get out there and put that work in, because when you get these opportunities, it's all worth it. Kimberly Pressler's with them right now. I'm going to have to go home and watch this on YouTube TV.
So how many did they take? 63? 64?
I want to say 64.
He qualified 58.
Wow. Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
So he ran through Murderer's Row, really, if you look at,
Oh, he did, yeah.
Because he went, let's see, to start, he bowled against, where did I have him at? Giorgio Quinez, then he went against Simo, beat Simo.
He beat Simo. He took out.
Beat Jake Peters.
Yeah, Jake Peters was the other one.
Beat EJ. Beat Cooley. Beat Dombrowski, and then beat Dombrowski again.
Dang,
Not like he had an easy route.
Yeah, not at all.
He went through Murderer's Row. You know who else put on a good show this week was Ryan Barnes.
Yeah, I heard he did well.
Let's see if I can find Eric.
Here, flip this onto the kids for just a minute.
I got you.
What's up, everybody? I'm running solo right now. Getting our next guest host up here. We're getting ready to, most of the kids are in the middle of, well, actually wrapping up Game 5, getting ready to start Game 6. We got a few kids that are ahead of the pack. Game 6 is moving right along for them. So long 6-game tournament marathon here. A lot of fun, man. A lot of kids out here working hard, pulling their tails off. So I want to take an opportunity to thank Storm Bowling, the Bowlers Company. Storms does a lot for our youth bowlers out here, donating ball certificates for our raffle, and just overall just helping out. You know, really great company. If you're familiar with them, get online, check out the website. They're doing big things. Coolwick.com, doing huge things for us.
What's going on, man?
Hey, what's happening? Hop on up.
Oh boy, mic'd up.
All right, you're live, bro. How you doing?
Hey, good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday,
Yeah,
Sunday.
Yeah, happy Sunday.
Man, I don't even know what day it is.
I know, right? Down here at the bowling alley. Definitely not working on our suntans.
How are we looking here? Who's hot right now?
Devin Montoya is killing it.
Whoa. Oh, yeah, right. What are they bowling on today? Is it boardwalk?
Broadway.
Broadway, sorry.
Yeah, 37 foot,
Okay.
25 mils, reverse at just under 11.
Okay. And then it's just straight up, right? Just games beat the board.
Yep, 6 games beat the board. Yep, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, Kegel machine, got a little bit of a buffer out there. Pretty well transitioned now after 5 games. Most kids are still wrapping up Game 5, getting ready to start Game 6. These guys are a little bit ahead of the pack. We got one pair down there, a little bit ahead of the pack as well.
What happened on the fresh? Did a lot of the kids throw urethane equipment, stuff like that?
Not as much as you would have thought, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, not as much as you would have thought. Some of our varsity pairs, there was a little bit more urethane on there.
Okay.
Some lighter, solid equipment you were seeing, but some pairs we were surprised. We were talking about that earlier. There were some kids in some balls that we weren't expecting to see. We saw one out there in the Optimum Idol Game 1. We were a little bit shocked at that. Another kid was out there rolling with a pearl, but they're doing their best to make it work.
I'll tell you what, I was here bowling a few weeks ago, and this was my first time out here since they redid the lanes. They put new machines in, and they told me they're using different pins as well. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. And I start bowling on them, and I thought I was bowling on 100-pound pin racks. They were
really,
yeah. The pins seem, I mean, I know they're new.
They're
for
new,
sure.
yeah.
I understand that, but they definitely seem like they're more stiff, whatever you want to say. Because, I thought I was throwing 12 pounds down there the whole time I was bowling, and then. For that tournament, I went back to the other side down there, and that's the old pins.
Yep.
And I thought I was bowling on like feathers over there compared to these ones.
It's amazing.
So, I don't know if you're seeing that,
all the wear and tear. A little bit,
these
yeah.
pins seem stiffer on from my view, So I didn't know if that would play a factor in getting the kids a little riled up. The ball's not hitting as hard.
Yeah, not creating that pin action that they're
Yeah.
used to seeing down on the high side during league and stuff like that. Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's been pretty good. There's a few kids that have really got locked in, that are really playing the pattern correct, the way you should be playing it. I have seen some kids definitely getting inside way too early, getting over under, and just probably not bowling as best as they would like, but that's all the learning experience that we're trying to get them out here to learn on these patterns and stuff like that.
Yeah, I remember when I was bowling in juniors, I would get scared pretty quick, and I know you got to ride the edge. I'd get scared and just start, I'm playing out, and I'm throwing it to like 10. I'm playing out, and I said if I throw it any further and even an inch further, it's gonna go right in the gutter, and I just, it just comes with practice and time. You just have to, I don't know, just have a few gutters, once you get them out of the way,
Yeah.
you kind of learn, like, it's not the end of the world. You can make up for it. you know?
Yeah.
Admittedly, I've had a double gutter in competition before. So,
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. You hit that ball at 40 foot looking like it's going in the gutter, and then watch it play. Yeah, no, it's funny that you say that you were getting it to the tin board and saying, I am playing outside.
that is my right.
That is my right.
How do you start telling the kids, well, you need more right?
Yeah. I try to explain it to my son, like, imagine you're bowling and you're only bowling on like 4 boards.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Just imagine everything else is gone. If your ball doesn't stay on that, it's falling out to no man's land.
One of my coaches in the past, he actually was a little bit more drastic sometimes, and he actually, I would try to practice, get better at playing the gutter, and he'd actually take his personal mobile phone and go down there and put it on like the 6 or 7 board. You know what I mean? And he would just tell me, like, he would leave it there the whole time, and just say, hey, don't hit my phone.
I hope it was one of those Nokia bricks that they had back in the day.
Yeah. Oh man, when he did that, I just, I just did my best to just. I definitely threw it in the gutter plenty of times because I'm like, I'm not going to hit the phone. I'm not going to hit the phone. And it kind of built, and again, he put it on like 6 or 7 board, But at the time I was learning, so relative to the gutter, like, that's still plenty of room.
Yeah.
And I was all worried about hitting it.
Yeah. So. About how far down? About
at like 40
foot, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and it was interesting too, because him putting it right there at like 6 or 7, I never missed left, not one shot. You know what I mean? My whole goal was getting it over there. So it's interesting, right? Because now here, I'm sure plenty of kids accidentally pull it or tug it because they're worried about guttering.
Yeah. I like the idea of, you'd have to like have your own setup or come and like rent the lanes for a day or something, but putting like a string line out and putting like a couple little bells on it. So even if it doesn't hit the bell, but it hits the string, it dings the bells.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I love the idea of that.
Have you ever seen this? I've seen it around it's called Torch.
Yeah.
I think it's the same kind of concept, right? You hit the toggle on the bottom, the thing lights up, and you hit your spot.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they had one of those down at Gold Coast on Monday nights. I think one of the coaches down there had something similar to that.
How's that going for you guys on Monday nights? They still put out multiple patterns, right?
Yeah, we haven't been down there in a few weeks. It's actually been a while since the last time we went down there, so I know they're still running. Yeah, they probably had a break here and there, but they're still going pretty strong. Yeah, they typically put out, I think, 3 to 4 patterns. Depending on how many kids, there's usually probably I think they usually get 7 or 8 pairs.
Yeah. Yeah, back in the day, I definitely enjoyed going. It was a good practice, but unfortunately, the kids, they have so much revs and all that stuff. They're really excited. They're young. They can bowl really fast. So for me, like, I really wanted to get a feel for the pattern. But then those kids revving it up, they blow up the pattern
fast.
And at that point, we're just kind of bowling.
Yeah.
I'd always try to get there early to make sure I could get my shots in.
Yeah, definitely get there early. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
What'd you think of the Masters show? Were you watching it all?
Yeah, we were catching. I thought that's rad that Ron Booker won.
Yeah. I bowled. He's from the Southern California area, right? And I actually bowled juniors. We bowled juniors to get
really?
Me going there, him coming here for youth tournaments or whatever. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
I actually was able to reach out to him yesterday, send him a text. Hey, wish him good luck for today, and he obviously didn't need it. Just went out there and got it done.
Yeah. He did well, and we were talking about earlier, it was not an easy road. He qualified 58th out of 64 that made it to the match play. It's big.
What was your? Were you able to see the pattern graph, the oil condition that they used?
I didn't.
They used, I guess the terminology, guys. They used an asymmetric pattern where the right side, the way it was oiled was not the same as the left side. It wasn't symmetric.
Really?
Yeah, they wanted to make they changed the left side of the pattern a little bit, and there was definitely some comments made about that.
Yeah, I would think so for the for the lefties versus the righties, and
I'll give you a generic number. I think it's worse than this, but there was like 4 lefties that made it.
really,
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty tricky. You could almost guarantee that you're going to get some type of some comments on that when they do something like that.
Yeah, there's so much back and forth.
But in this day and age, man, it's impossible to make everybody happy. It's kind of like,
Yeah, they just do the best they can.
yeah,
And it's tougher too because generally speaking, like the older the bowling alley you're at, the more beat up the lanes are, like the actual lane surfaces, and like the more beat up they are, right? The more it tends to it's like it adds hook. Like the more beat up the lanes are, like the older they are, the more the lanes hook, and typically lefties take advantage of that.
yeah,
No matter what pattern they use.
yeah.
So I understand them wanting to make sure that it was fair across the board, but oh man.
But who's to say what's fair? That's the big question.
Yeah, they keep going and going.
Yeah.
How's it out here? Have you ever in these tournaments? Is it pretty like even across the board? Do you get some good lefty action here? Do you guys have lefties win?
Yeah, absolutely. Our
Okay.
leader, Devin Montoya, he's a lefty.
Okay.
Yeah, it's funny because we've got 3 lefties on 1 pair. So they're actually seeing transition today. Yeah, we've, in the LVYBT and in our league, we've got a couple. And there's a few more in town, youth bowlers that are lefties. They're not here today, but yeah, no, they do all right. They do all right. They hold their own.
How have the last few tournaments been for you guys? I haven't been around too much. Are you guys kind of liking the? Do you feel like you're getting across your messages across to the kids? Are the entries steady and the parent feedback is good?
Yeah, I would say so. I say it's been very successful with some of the changes that have happened over the last few months.
Yeah.
What I've seen is our groups, our quantity of kids bowling has definitely grown. I mean, it's Easter Sunday today, and we're over 40 kids, which is amazing.
Amazing.
And then with the addition of the U13, U12 junior division, that's just only going to help feed more kids into the JV division as they get bigger, stronger, better. So yeah, no, I think that's going to be almost like a farm program that's going to really develop these kids to get in and grind it out and not just come and get destroyed and then just say, I don't want to bowl those no more. Those aren't fun. So yeah, no, and we've had well over 50 kids at some of our previous tournaments. The live streams have been ticking up with the amount of views, which is really good.
Yeah.
And I think Santa Fe's done a really good job about putting out good patterns, good clean patterns for the kids to learn on. They're not always the easiest, but they're putting something out there that's going to challenge them, which I think is beneficial.
It's been a really positive thing on the outside looking in to see, because I remember when I was I feel weird saying those statements. When I was a junior, they'd have there was a monthly tournament circuit, right? And it'd be like every month or so a bowl, and as a junior, that'd really be it. I had my league, I guess, but that was kind of it, And then I would love when the bowling alleys would, back then they'd occasionally run like 5-gamers and stuff for adults, and you can jump in as an individual, as a junior, it's fine. But I like now what Santa Fe is doing, right, where they always have tournaments like almost every week,
Yeah.
The kids, and they're single ones, they're singles, so the kids can jump in and get that competition, bowl with adults. It's helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. No, there's always something going on in town, whether it's JBT coming into town, LVYBT, you got League, obviously, and then especially this time of the year with Pepsi. Pepsi's got some stuff going on. The USBC's got some stuff going on. We were talking about them earlier. They're not all out west by any means, but SYC comes out here typically in February down at the South Point.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a lot, and then you've got stuff going on just 4 hours away in California too.
Yeah.
JATs out there. You've got JBTs out there. So there's definitely a lot of opportunity. And same thing, I can't forget Arizona, down in Mesa, down there in Phoenix. Gilbert. They've got stuff going on down there. There's some strong bowlers that are starting to come around out of Arizona. I mean, they've always been strong, but seeing a lot more kids from Arizona travel up to Vegas for the JBTs and stuff like that. So it's picking up. And then what Edwin does down at Gold Coast on Mondays,
Yeah.
just keeping it going.
Yeah,
you know?
great dude. Yeah, always promoting bowling.
Yeah,
great.
really good dude. Yeah, no, that's the cool thing about Vegas is you can bowl as much or as little as you want. And then just the opportunity, I mean, I can't tell you how many times we go and not necessarily names you're familiar with on TV, but there's so many good adult level bowlers that you run into that you're just like, there's a lot of ability, a lot of people you can go watch and go see and learn from.
No, for sure, yeah. Especially with us being in Vegas, right? They have pro tournaments here every year.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, we're extremely fortunate. How's your guys' like personal bowling travel going? Because I know for me, when I was bowling JBTs, I would stay like between Arizona and California. You know, the little triangle effect.
Yeah.
Are you guys kind of in that groove?
Yeah,
You and your
we're
family?
definitely in that groove. We go out of town every now and then. We've traveled for some SYCs. We obviously do junior gold every year. We were in Grand Rapids 2 years ago. We were in Indy last year. This year we've stayed more locally over like the last 6 months, just really working on the game. My son's got a tough birthday where he ages up at a pretty young age. He's a July birthday, so and that's no excuse for it by any means. And he's able to bounce up, but I really wanted to prepare him and just get his fundamentals really cemented in to be solid, you know, to where he can go out there and he can make adjustments and see ball motion, and you know, he's learning to see it, I should say.
Absolutely.
Learning to see it and make corrections and make good decisions on his own. You know, that's a big thing, you know, as a parent, because he started bowling at like 7 and a half years old. So for those first like 3 years, from like 7.5 to 10.5, 11, let's just say through 10, there was a lot of hands-on conversation, talking, do this, hit these marks, you know, just hit these marks. I promise everything will be okay. Hold on one second, bud. Just hit these marks. I promise everything will be okay. And then at 11, his ball speed started to pick up a little bit more, and we've really said, hey, you've got to start seeing this yourself. I've got to step back, and I've got to let you succeed, but also let you fail when times get tough.
Yeah.
And that's proven a successful method, and it's always a grind. Sometimes you leave the bowling, you know how it is. You leave the bowling alley and you're just on cloud 9. You're picking up In-N-Out, McDonald's. You're going home. You're happy as can be. Sun's out. And other days you're leaving and it's just a gloomy, bummed out day. So yeah, no,
it's funny being able to you know, kind of give back to my community a little bit. You know, I had a friend that bowls, and I helped him out with his bowling a little bit. And I had another person at the bowl came up to me and asked me if I'd coach, and then no, not really. But I mean, I am out here helping my friend with bowling, and I just, you know, want to be helpful. So I didn't even know what to say. I just said, you know, I said, yeah, I guess I am, you know. And so I ended up helping this total, you know, stranger. And then that's when I started just kind of rolling with it. And I was like, yeah, you know, because he had a friend that needed help too. I'm like, yeah, I mean, you know, how do I say, you know, yes, I'll help you, and I'll help everybody, right?
Yeah,
So I kind of got thrown into it a little bit, and now I'm coaching juniors, and I get to see the good, the bad, as far as like when they succeed and when they fail, you know. And it just takes me back to, you know, even my blow-ups, those long car ride home.
Yep.
The long car rides. That was.
Yeah. What my strong suit is understanding the psyche, the mentality of the game, the psyche of the game, on, you know, that head-to-head competition of just little things you do and how you maintain yourself so that you can stay in the right mindset and not let the nerves get to you. That's a big strong suit that I've been talking with Zeke about for years, where we've had conversations that he probably didn't know half the words I was using,
Right.
But he heard them, and now he starts to learn them. He's like, oh, that's what that means, and that's what that means.
They sounded serious.
Yeah, he understood the emphasis of the seriousness of the conversation. But one thing I love to do is, because I've learned so much about bowling balls for juniors, coming from kids that throw the ball 10 miles an hour to throw the balls 12 miles an hour to 14 to 15 to 16. So I've been able to talk to some parents and help out where they can't decide which ball they want. They don't, they understand solid, they understand pearl, but what I try to bring to the table is, well, where's your son at? Where's your daughter at? Well, how fast do they throw the ball? How many revs do they have? Are they two-handed, one-handed, and bring that into the equation? And you would be surprised how many parents, when I start showing them balls, they're like, well, that seems like a lower end ball. And I'm like, it's not a lower end ball. You can call it a weaker ball, but this is the ball that they should be rolling in this situation.
Yeah.
Or this is the ball that's going to give them the best opportunity, would probably be a better way to put it.
Yeah, no,
and,
for sure.
And then they buy into it, and then start talking about surfaces. That's just when, that's when the whole Pandora's box opens up. But I really enjoy that. I really love being in the pro shop. Somebody comes in, wants to buy a ball. I can't tell you how many times I'm in Bowler's Mart over there, and somebody comes in to buy a ball, and they're busy. Vince is drilling balls. Not that he's not available to help, but he's in the back. They're helping somebody else, and somebody's kind of just. And I'm just like, hey, what are you looking at? What are you looking for? Get talking to them. I've had some great conversations with people about that, and hopefully I've helped them find a ball that they're bowling well with.
Yeah, shout out Vince. He does a lot for this bowling alley and for the kids. He's great. He's great.
Yeah, no, Vince does quite a bit. He just drilled a new ball for my son this week. It was an early Easter present, and I hadn't actually bought him a ball in quite a while, so it was kind of, I was like, oh yeah. Vince had it in stock, so it's a DNA coil storm.
Okay.
So yeah, he needed an asymmetrical pearl, and I was kind of looking at that attention star.
Yeah.
And he really liked that DNA coil, and so he wanted that, so I let him pick it, and he picked it, and he loves it so far. Yeah, he's thrown it a few times, and he's really liking it. It's going to really come into play though on certain patterns when things get burnt up and we need something to help us get through the fronts.
I'm so torn on this whole bowling ball thing. I have people in my bowling camp always tell me that I should. I'm kind of I don't know what the term is, pack rat. Maybe I'm a pack rat, or if it ain't broke, don't fix it type of thing.
Uh-huh.
So I'm the person to where if I get a bowling ball, growing up, I definitely always, was given a ball like, hey, this, some guy at the bowl, doesn't want it anymore. So I'd always throw, used equipment. And
Yeah,
that's just
we do a lot of that too. We've re-drilled a lot of balls, but decent equipment.
Yeah, my thing was that I guess growing up, if I'm always throwing these used bowling balls, but I have to figure them out now, right?
Uh-huh.
And if I'm comfortable with them, I just kind of rolled with that. So at some point I got so comfortable with, the few balls I had, I stopped even wanting new balls because I already know these ones.
Uh-huh.
And if I get a new one, I got to slide it in there and figure out how it meshes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. How do you feel about it as far as, because I'm sure you've seen parents go crazy and they make so many new balls all the time now.
Yeah.
And the parents are just going crazy. I understand that newer is better, right? The newer technology.
Not
et
necessarily,
cetera.
but the concept.
Yeah.
Newer
So parents
engineering to it.
They're going off the walls and they get their kids new balls all the time. Are you guys more of you want to settle in with the same arsenal for?
We settle in with our arsenal.
Yeah.
Very much so. Very much so. I've really looked into it. I went down the rabbit's hole, got online a long time ago, and just really started to read about. There's a lot of information on the internet about how to build an arsenal.
Yeah.
And I got online and figured out the basics, and then you got to take those basics and kind of work them into your kids' abilities.
Yeah.
And not everybody's arsenal is built. There's no perfect way to set an arsenal for everybody in the world. There's no perfect way to do that.
No, of course not.
So, but no, we've got our mix of balls and we roll with them,
Yeah.
and we practice a lot. So we do start to move on from balls,
Yeah.
but we're in a fun stage because as he's getting a little bit bigger, ball speed's getting a little bit faster. Now he's able to throw some of the stronger equipment that before I was like, we're not even looking at that stuff right now. You can look at it, but don't even expect it.
Don't get any ideas.
You're not rolling the ball right to roll that ball. And I mean, we're still working on that, just understanding how your equipment works. And then to add to that layer, how you drill it. pin up, pin down. You know, how you drill that ball. You're going to drill it to be really strong and hook early. You're going to drill it to get a little bit further down lane.
It's got to be tough being a bowling parent. You probably have you guys already had those conversations about, hey, hey, Dad, I'm ready to go up and wait.
Oh, see,
You know what I mean?
we never had those conversations because I made the mistake of probably moving him up too early on everything except 15. So there was a small conversation about going. He rolls 14 right now.
Okay.
About going to 15 right now. But we've made that move before junior gold like 2 years in a row, and I just said no. My plan is he needs to get bigger before he goes to 15. His arms need to get longer, and he needs to just get bigger to where he can handle. Everybody thinks it's only 1 pound, but at their age, it'll affect their footwork, their timing, big time.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is a huge difference. I probably stated 14. Maybe a few months too long, but whatever. Because by the time I went to 15, I mean, it took. I was probably like 15 at the time, 15 or 16, something like that. So it was about time.
Yeah.
And it did take a few weeks to get used to that weight. I'll tell you what. I'm 29 right now, and I think when I was 23 or 24, I actually, I wanted to see if there was a difference in pin carry. So I actually went from 15 to 16.
Oh,
I
really?
just drilled a 16. I threw it for a couple weeks in practice just to see how my body would feel, blah blah blah. Even going from 15 to 16 is a huge difference, even when you're physically more mature and stuff like that.
And you can actually throw 16, yeah.
But it is like you said, I could feel it though. It's more on my body, you know what I mean? It's more tread on my tires, and it's definitely in my opinion, for my game, it wasn't worth the trade-off. I really didn't see that big of a difference as far as.
And imagine on those days when you're bowling 20 games.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it was just. A big, I know it's just, like you said, it's just a pound, but man, I could, even from 15 to 16, I could feel it,
Yeah, we were on the cusp where he could get 14 down the lane, but man, if I had kept him in 13, it probably would have been a little bit beneficial, but the timing didn't work out because if we were going to make the move to 14, we had to make it so that he got acclimated to it before we went to junior gold.
Yeah.
So we made the move, and I tricked him on that one because he was still rolling 13 pounds, but I bought him his spare ball was 14. So I just wanted, but we never told him.
Right.
We just said, and then he would roll it, and we were watching the ball motion. Him and Phil and I were watching how he was getting it down the lane, how he was handling it, and we both agreed, yeah, he could get 14. So we made the move. And yeah, it worked out. And it's just been funny because now he's at an age where 14 fits him pretty decent.
Yeah.
Pretty decent.
Especially as he bowls more, gets more locked in with,
Yeah. But I definitely still want to sit in that for some time now.
Yeah, absolutely. What would you need to see as a parent to give him the green light to go up and weight? Would it just take a few sessions where he's overthrowing it? He tends to get fast.
Yeah.
Is that when you run into that problem?
Yeah, absolutely. And then it's something that's hard to speak of, but it's something that you can really see when you just come down, when there's no pressure on, when you just come down on a Tuesday or something, and you're just bowling for fun. You could just see it in their body motion where they're rolling it really clean with ease. But what I always say is you don't want to see that just once and go, okay, make the decision. It's kind of like, don't practice until you get it right once. Practice until you can't get it wrong is what I always say. Practice until you can't get it wrong. So I would want to see that familiar, him comfortable with that ball at that weight. And then we'd make a move. We'd probably drill one first, kind of move into it. See how it rolls. We still got some kids wrapping up on 9 and 10, so we got Tyler Cole over there. Tyler's one of our kids from Victorville, drives up about 2.5 hours out of town.
Okay.
And then we've got Dev, who's doing what he's been doing all day, front 4. Oh, that's Noah, excuse me. Well, Noah's been doing it all day too.
He's in second, yeah.
Yeah, Noah's in
right
second.
there.
He's plus 13.
Wow, what a gap. A little bit of a
Devin
gap.
just really
You know what? I got something for you. This actually is. I actually have already bowled this exact tournament before, where I bowled. I bowled a JBT, and it was on a shorter pattern. And I guess on the right side it was a little funky. And I remember I was in second, and I was at like plus, I don't know, 18 or something, and I was in second. And then it goes into the minuses with the rest of the righties. And the leader was Jacob Buttrow, and he was almost plus 200, and I'm in second at plus 18, and we're thinking, oh man, here we go. So then we go and we bowl semis, we bowl finals, and I bowled in the step ladder, and I had 279 in the finals against him.
Really?
He beat me by 21 pins.
Wow. Yeah, that doesn't happen very often. Him to go perfect.
When you're locked in, you're locked in.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Lily Houle just picked up a huge spare right there. I didn't quite see it, but I saw it at the end. I don't know exactly what pin it was. I saw him already starting to move, but I know she had a 3-pin out there. I know she had a 10-pin out there, and then I think it had to be the 9. Had to be the 9. Yeah, we got 2 of our high school Nevada State champions with Lily Houle and Sarah Myrick out there.
Nice.
Wrapping things up.
Yeah, it's so different these days because I remember when I was bowling juniors, there was maybe 1 2-hander, maybe like two-handers in the whole group out of all of us, right? Like more traditional class of, at that time. So now that you notice that almost all the kids are like more and more of them are two-handed, what are some of the fundamental things that you see them all kind of struggle with when they're early on?
Using their upper body.
Too much, yeah.
Way too much. Way too much upper body. The biggest, upper body. I'm a big stickler on footwork. I think that's where that's just my pet peeve is. You've got to find out what for whether it's 4-step, 5-step, whatever, and then work on that, perfect that, and don't change it, especially if that's what works for you. I mean, if you need to make some tweaks to it, it's what parents need to understand is when your kids go from like 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, that's when they're going to grow. You're going to see the biggest growth spurts. Their shoe sizes get bigger. Everything changes, and everybody thinks, oh, like they start fouling, for example, and everybody thinks, oh, I just got to move back on the approach. Not the right answer, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Eventually, there's going to might come a time when you might scoot back a little bit on the approach, but look at somebody like Belmo. Belmo isn't anywhere near the back of the approach when he rolls his balls. So, getting your footwork dialed in.
I'm glad you brought that up, by the way. The front to back thing, that drives me crazy.
Yeah.
When I'll have somebody like, I'll coach them, and when they want to make lane adjustments, they just move their feet front like back and forth, and it drives me absolutely crazy because now I'm like, it messes with your timing. And
exactly.
I guess they used to do that back in the day, and I told them that the lateral, moving left to right, can accomplish the same things, and it doesn't mess with your timing. Yeah,
that, and then another thing with two-handers that's big is that they love to wrench on it. They love to get around it because they're two-handed and it's just naturally easier to put revs on it as a two-hander. But then they see that, and then they're like, well, I want to do more, and then they start really coming around it. And then at that point, what's the point of going out there and buying a bunch of balls? You might as well get something right in the middle of the row and just use that for everything because you're not letting the ball do what it's designed to do. You're hooking it. You're doing everything with your hand. And just getting them to understand that you need to be in the right zone, the right angle, but then also have that good release, and then that consistency in that release.
I'm currently struggling with that all the time in my personal bowling, where like we talked about earlier, as far as you have your good couple pieces of equipment, you just lock that in, right? And then I kind of stay with those, and then unfortunately. Because I always stayed with those, I couldn't go to the store, couldn't get a new ball, and I don't, so then I would try to change my release a little bit to get the ball to react, like just a hair different, you know what I mean? So now I got more comfortable throwing different releases, and it just I can change, manipulate my ball motion, with, like you said, different releases.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, but it keeps me like torn, right, between do I switch balls or like trying to make it work, trying to, and it's a fine line. Yeah, it's a fine line.
What I would say to that is just make sure your fundamentals are concrete, solid, that you can always go back to your fundamentals, what works for you for sure. But yeah, being able to adjust that axis, that axis rotation out of your hand, that can help quite a bit on the lanes. But can't let it get out of control, to where like you all of a sudden you don't know how to control it. It's almost like a super what do you call it? A superhero that's young, that doesn't know how to control his powers.
Yeah, I call it like too much nitpicking, right? Like
Yeah.
you want to be specific for sure, but like nitpicking is a little much.
Yeah, exactly. I always tell kids when we're breaking it down, like, look, there's 39 boards, and depending on if you're a righty or a lefty, you eliminate a lot of boards that aren't even in play for you. So you could find where you need to be. But looks like things are wrapping up. Oh, no, we still got a few more frames over there. I was checking out. The girls just wrapped up. I know Sarah and Lily and their squad just finished up.
What are the girl standings? Is Lily pretty high up there in the standings?
She is. So we still need game 6 for her, but she was in 7th.
Okay.
Yeah, she started out a little rough, 126, 161, 193, 179, 115. So we got to see where she came in on game 6.
Yeah, I've been there before. You're kind of, you're keeping your head on straight, and I don't know if it's a lapse, right? But all it takes is you just letting off the gas mentally, just to have one tough game, and all of a sudden it kind of really, puts a big dent in your total.
Yeah. Oh, here's a bummer. This guy looks like he took off early. He got zeroed out. I hate to see that. As a parent, that's one thing that I push for. Like, I understand if you're having a rough day, but you got to take that break, go for a walk. I mean, obviously, if you're bowling in the midst of it, you can't go for a mile-long walk, but clear your head, fight through it, because as hard as that day was, you're going to learn something from that day, You're gonna learn those. They can't all be great days. You're gonna learn less from those great days. If you really pay attention, you're gonna learn more from those really tough days.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's even at the adult level, locally, I've seen plenty of adults, whatever reason, they're sore or they think they tweaked something, they don't finish out the rest of their day, And,
Yeah, that's you leave a lot out on the table, man. See, I can never do that. I would be driving home and be like, I can't believe I just did that. I'd have to finish it out, see it through. You paid your entry fee to bowl the tournament. You gotta see it through, and it's fair to your team and stuff like that. All of a sudden, you're not on there no more.
Yeah.
They're finishing a lot faster. Now they're having to wait longer at the next pair because the next pair's not done. You kind of change the momentum of the tournament. And
I do respect, that you're not having fun anymore, and it was a tough day, right? And you're ready to go get a bite to eat or something and decompress. I understand that. So I will be honest with you. I am guilty of, like, if I'm bowling in a match and regardless of if I needed the strike and I didn't get it, or if I had already lost the game like 5 frames ago, when I'm up in the 10th frame, regardless, obviously, if I already lost, I'll if I leave a spare, I'll try and shoot a different one, just so I can finish up and
Really?
Yeah, I don't even respectfully, I don't even take my fill ball.
Yeah.
I don't want it. You know what I mean? I'm pretty upset about didn't get the result I wanted. So yeah, respectfully, I don't need a fill ball. I'll obviously want to go congratulate my competitor.
Yep.
And then get out of there.
And then once it's done, I'm all about it. I'm like, hey, let's get out of here. I'm
need
not
a
one
fill
to
shot.
linger. Yeah.
I don't need a fill shot.
I know. I am a junior gold, such a long grind that once I've been lucky enough that my son's been able to make the cut both years, but once we've gotten eliminated from the advancers or whatnot, and sometimes I've had my flights not booked to go to the next day, and I change them. The trip's so long, and then once that's done, like and I always regret it because I'm always like, man, we probably could have qualified next year in a Survivor or something. And then, but I always say, I don't care. I want to get home. And I
Yep,
always take off. But we
absolutely.
always see it through. Always see it through. So they're wrapping up there. Noah just took his first shot on the 10. And then Devin. Oh, wow. Devin's, this is probably his lowest game right now.
Is that the new black hammer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Did you was he throwing a like a pitch black or something before that? Before they made this new hardness?
I think he's
thing?
been in that black hammer most of the day, to be honest.
No, I mean like long term, like in recent months. What was he throwing? What urethane ball was he throwing before that?
Devin?
Yeah,
I want to say it was a radical.
radical one.
Oh, no. The Booyah.
Okay. Oh,
He-
global.
Yeah,
gotcha.
he loves the Booyah.
Okay. What
Yeah.
what were the differences you noticed? Because did you kind of educate yourself on the whole urethane thing and them changing it?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
familiar with it. Yeah, with the harnesses and then how old the bowling ball when they were manufactured and whatnot.
Yeah, very interesting that they took it all the way to the science of it.
Yeah.
To prove that technically it's a little different.
Yeah. Hey, Roman, do we have the final scores in yet? All right, right on. So we're going to get the final scores for you guys. We want to let everybody know who our champions of the day are. But, yeah, let's jump in here and hit some Storm ads. So Storm Bowling, thank you, Michael. Storm Bowling, the Bowlers Company. Check them out at stormbowling.com, SBI products. Make sure when you get on there, check out the SYC page. It's in the drop downs under youth. You'll find it in there. They got upcoming tournaments coming up. I know they're going to be having a really big one in Columbus, Ohio. So make sure you check it out. SYC is lots of fun. Don't forget to check out the Evolution program. And thanks to Storm, stormbowling.com, the Bowlers Company. And Coolwick, let's not forget Coolwick, man. Coolwick does a lot, provides our championship jerseys and banners. Had some kids out there looking fly in their new jerseys. Congratulations to Coolwick with their new deal with Storm, providing all of the SYC jerseys. Really stoked on that. So don't forget to enter LVYBT10 at checkout. Go get yourself a new jersey. Thank you, Coolwick. So we want to jump on here. Just give a shout out to all of our bowlers that bowled today. So let's start off with the juniors. Big marathon of a day for these juniors. Ivan Higgins taking it down. First place for Ivan, 841 scratch. Mason Williams, Mason over there with an 825, so wasn't too far off the leaderboard right there. Jayla Higgins wrapping up third place, so congratulations. And Ethan Sampson, fourth place, making it happen. So congratulations, Gage, finishing off in fifth, and Chyston finishing off in sixth place. So congratulations to our youth bowlers. Please come out for our next tournament. JV division, just going to call out our top three right here, man. We got Dan Diacock from Pahrump, Nevada. Dan finishing scratch with 1196. So -4, not bad.
Not bad at all.
Not bad at all. Caleb Asado, been bowling really well. He finished up 1021 scratch. And rounding out top three, Kakoa. Kakoa, we were talking about him earlier. He bowling really well today. So good job, Kakoa. Top three for you. Be making a little bit of smart scholarship money there. And for the big dogs varsity division, Devin Montoya ran away with it, folks. Plus 160. Oh, that's after just 5. Where's my?
You're still waiting on varsity scores.
Oh, they're waiting on varsity scores.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, wait a second. That's I know he's even.
What did he shoot that last game? He was on this pair, right? Wasn't it like I think it was like a 1.
139. So yeah,
no,
so
that's game 5. That's game 5.
well, this is through game 5 right here. And then he was the D bowler, I believe.
But we're waiting for the 6th, so you know what I mean. We can't see what his 6th game was. It's only got games 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 up there. Like that's just for that pair. It's not Devin was not the 139.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think if I remember right, he had like I think he had like 140, 150 going into the 10th.
I want to say he was 133 going into the 10th, and then I think he could have picked up. Oh man, I can't remember.
Yeah, but I remember you saying that this was kind of one of his rougher games.
Oh, was it 139? I think.
thankfully he had such a good start that I think he'll still hold.
Yep.
Still have a very strong. So now, as like the parent, do you guys kind of just have a conversation later on about like what that last game was like?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So wrapping it up for the varsity division, Devin Montoya finishing plus 118. So congrats to Dev going 13-18 on 6 games.
Nice bowling, Devin.
Yeah, very nice bowling. He actually popped off a 299 today. So
Oh, really?
yeah, he
What
had
pin? What pin?
299. It was a 10 pin as a lefty in game 3. So congrats though. That's some great bowling. Noah Barenko, really good. Another lefty. Look at lefties holding it down in the top 3 positions. Noah was 12-12. And then rounding out the top 3, Hayden King. Congratulations, Hayden. He was -8 on the day. He bounced back, and man, Hayden actually was pretty consistent. Look at that. I mean, he had 166 in game 1, but then he goes 190, 239, 225, which was great for him. 181, 191. So very consistent. So congrats.
Way to bounce back. Way to bounce back.
Yeah,
I'm sure he wasn't too happy after that start.
Yeah, Hayden King doing well. And then just some special notoriety. My buddy JT Verdi III, he was -11. Brian Gregson kind of getting back into the mix of things. He was 5th, -40. Bryson Mead, -73. And then Ezekiel Trejo rounding out the top 7, -76. Eddie Ewan, -140. So there was a big jump from 7th to 8th place, about 70 pins. 64 to be exact. And then Tyler Cole, our Victorville, California, -155 through Tyler McGinnis. Sean, RJ McNutt, Elijah Nabries, Riley, and Jackson rounding out the top 15. So congratulations to everybody, man. Really, really good bowling today. Thanks for everybody spending some time with Las Vegas Youth Bowlers on Easter Sunday. Hope everybody has a safe, happy holiday. Check out our webpage. It's up and running, the new webpage, LVYBT, Las Vegas Youth Bowlers Tour. We'll have upcoming dates and everything on there. Don't forget to check out our Instagram at LVYBT and Friends, and Facebook as well. Check us out. We got new content coming out every day, and we'll have another event here at Santa Fe. Hey, thanks for sitting in, man.
No problem. Thanks
Pleasure.
for having me.
Yeah. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next month. Peace.